Comedian who refuses to do a pre-interview with Gary. Gary wanted to ask him what was going on ahead of time.
Oh, really?
Like Craig.
Star.
Craig is such a big star, you can't even get him on the phone.
And he can't do a pre-interview anymore.
He cannot do a pre-interview anymore.
Oh, my.
No, he's too big. He doesn't call back.
I did it. Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, Craig.
How are you?
More importantly, how are you? I mean, nobody knows what's going on with you, including Gary.
I'm doing good. I just gave Will a couple stories, and
good. No, it's a little late.
I've been.
Except I don't know what they are.
Well, for your next interview, that'll come in handy.
When he's on the Will Murray show.
Why don't you have Will come in and interview you?
All right.
I'll go home.
I've been getting a lot of work. I started doing a little bit of work with Family Guy and American Dad, doing voices. Thanks to Linda LaMontagne.
Yeah, you do good voice. Hey, Will, why don't you interview Craig? Because I don't know what's going on with him.
I got a couple months ago. I got asked to have a top secret meeting at a movie studio, which they said it was a major studio, and they said we can't tell you what it's about, but are you available tomorrow to come in at 10 a.m.? There's a couple people that want to meet with you.
Right.
And I thought it was going to be a big thing. I thought I was actually getting my first movie role. I come in and they said, essentially, we have some stars that are too lazy to come in and do their own looping
my God.
clean versions of these movies.
So what they want you to do is do a celebrity voice impression.
Right.
And do the looping for the star.
For the star. They'll play me the tape. Like say, and I'm not even supposed to say who the celebrities are, but let's say, I'm not saying it's Nicolas Cage, but say there's a line where Nicolas Cage says in the movie, "That's fucking bullshit." I got to go in and go, "That's hockey puck." You know, it's these ridiculously dumb.
That's a cool job, though.
Yeah, it is a fun.
So don't act like you didn't take the job. You did.
Of course. It's like Dennis Blair has a story about opening for Rodney Dangerfield, and Rodney said, hey, this guy is willing to pay me $100,000 to come to his house and perform at his son's 21st birthday party. You want to come with me and do the show? I'll throw you $100.
Right.
And I go, Dennis, he told you he was getting paid $100,000 and he offered you $100? What did you say? And he goes, dude, it's $100.
Yeah, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, for comics, you know.
So you got offered a job. You thought it was your big break. You thought you were going to be in the movies.
Yeah.
And it turns out you are, in a sense, but you'll be dubbing people's voices in.
Clean versions for cable TV and for movies that they show on airplanes.
Why'd they have to have a meeting with you about that? I mean,
they just said, can you do a list of these voices?
So what voices do they need you to do?
Well, they said I can't say what celebrities I'm doing the voices of.
Well,
because they don't want people to know that these celebrities are not that it's not their voices. They want it to think that it's organic and that those people came in to redo their own.
Don't you think that a celebrity would have some integrity and want their own voice? Even in the clean version of the movie, they wouldn't want to leave it up to Craig Gass to actually do their voice and do their acting for them.
Yeah, especially the movies that I'm getting, like some of the actors, like, really, this guy doesn't want to come in and redo Ronin? Like, fuck, who gives a shit, you know?
Right. It's about money, too. Like, a lot of those contracts stuff, you know, they'll put down, if you want a clean version, it's extra for my guy to come in. And so a lot of times producers will go, no. And then they just, you know, get somebody like Greg, who's a talented guy, and just does the voice.
I notice you call him Greg also. Well, how come nobody knows his name?
His name is Craig.
You know his name is Craig.
I swear to God, I thought it was Greg.
Stop it.
Oh, my God. You and Sal. You know, Sal, too. We've told him a million times your name is Craig Gass. And everyone calls you Greg, and it's almost embarrassing.
Not only do I never correct that, even I've been at comedy shows sometimes where
I mean, it's a way different name.
I've known him for almost 10 years. I say Greg.
The man's Craig Gass.
We've talked a couple times in the last couple of weeks, and he goes, listen, Greg, and you know, Greg, you know, and he pushes off on his words a lot.
It's a good conversation.
You know,
Is that what it sounds like?
He's always pushing off into the middle of the pool, and you know, you know,
it's completely right.
But you know, I ran into him at Saturday Night Live with his new girlfriend, and Norm Macdonald was there, and I see Norm, and every time I see him, he goes, "Hey, this fucking guy with the voices, fucking, hey, do your fucking Sam Kinison," and I go, "Oh, well, you know, it's funny. I just saw this thing about Sam where he goes, I don't fucking care about the story, just do the voice."
Yeah, right. Just get into the voice.
You gotta just do the fucking voice, man. You know, I saw him at the Improv one night, and to watch him perform, and there's a comedian on stage, his opening act, And he sees me, and he brings me over to Chris Farley's brother. The guy who gets a lot of acting work. What's that guy's name?
Kevin
Farley. And he goes, hey, this fucking, do you Sam Kinison for this fucking guy? Yeah?
Right.
Hey, Kevin, this guy does a great fucking Sam. And I go, and the comedian's on stage, I go, I do this voice, and it sounds like Sam Kinison. And, and Norm goes, go on, fucking yell, He's fucking yelling. I go, but there's a guy on stage. I don't want to be a fucking dick. Yeah, who cares? All right. And then he just says, I want to blow! Oh! And then, of course, everyone looks at me, and the owner of the club comes over, get him out of here. And
yeah, it's kind of weird when you go up to an impressionist and you just go, hey, man, do that impression right now. It's like everybody wants everything on demand. They don't even want build-up, man. They just want you to go right to it.
With Norm, it's about just totally breaking balls.
Yeah.
He's just trying to annoy him.
I don't mind, but Norm is he's just one of the funniest guys I've ever met. I did a show one night at the Laugh Factory. It's me. It was a great lineup. It was me, Jay Davis, Dane Cook, Dave Attell, and then Jeff Ross showed up. And I said, let's put Jeff Ross on stage. Bill Engvall shows up. I said, let's put Bill Engvall on stage. Cat Williams showed up. I said, let's put Cat Williams on stage. And then Norm showed up. And I got really excited to see Norm. And I go, Norm, hey, are you going up next? And he goes, well, I want to, but they want to put that fucking black guy on, and I don't want to say anything because, it's the fucking Laugh Factory,
What? All right, listen. What the hell are you talking about?
Because that they just had the thing with Kramer and
Oh, I see.
I should have told that joke about a year ago.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
My God, I just fucked up. I've only been here 2 minutes. Oh!
You just cost Norm work.
Yeah,
you do one of the best. You do one of the best Christopher Walkens around, and you recently had dinner with him. That I do know about.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how does that come about?
I'm having dinner. This is a couple years ago. The first roast I ever did was a roast of Richard Belzer, and Belzer invites me to do the roast, and then at dinner, Belzer stands up and he says, "Chris, come over here. Do you know Craig Gass? Well, come here. Come over here and sit next to me. Do you know Craig Gass?" And I look up, and it's Christopher Walken.
Right.
And he sits down and seems agitated. Right. He sits down and starts cutting a steak, and Belzer goes, "Hey, Chris, this is Craig Gass. He does an amazing impression of you." And Walken isn't even looking at him. He goes, "Chris, will you look at me for a second? Look at me. All right, Craig, do your impression of him." And I go, "I don't think he wants to hear it." And he goes, "No, just do it."
He was just real annoyed.
And then he looked up and he goes, "All right, go ahead." And I go, "All right, I don't even know if this voice sounds like you at all, but what I try to do is I try to sound as creepy as possible, and every once in a while I throw in the word cowbell. Pow!" And Walken went, "Wow." And then he went back to his food.
He didn't like you.
And Belzer keeps pushing. He goes, "Hold on." He goes, "Chris, wait 1 second." He goes, "I want him to do his Tom Arnold for you. Have you ever heard anybody do a Tom Arnold? Do your Tom Arnold impression." I go, "I don't think he really cares." And he goes, "Just do your Tom Arnold." So Walken looks at me and I go, "Hey, buddy, I just, I love fat women and cocaine. And you know what? I don't want to bother you because Roseanne is a fucking bitch. All right? She's a fucking bitch." And Walken goes, "That's amazing." And then he went back to his steak. And Belzer keeps pushing. And he goes, "Hold on." He goes, "Chris, we just hear one more." He goes, "Have you ever heard anybody do an Adam Sandler impression?" He goes, "Just do your Adam Sandler. Just one time." I go, "He doesn't care." And he goes, "Just do it." And I go, "Listen, I know that you're doing your dinner right there, and I don't want to bother you. So just do your food and I'll leave you alone. Sorry." And Walken cuts me off and goes, "Listen, I get it. You're talented." And then he gets back to his food. And I go, "It's not me. It's him. He keeps pushing me on you. I'm not fucking bothering you. Belzer keeps pushing me on you."
So Belzer keeps telling you to do impressions. Christopher Walken doesn't care, nor does he like you.
He doesn't give a shit.
Nor does he like you.
You don't have to audition for me.
I mean, everyone who I do impressions of, they usually try to find me, and then they'll say, "Hey, do it for me," and then I'll try to.
Yeah, it's weird when you're an impressionist. People just want you to pop into your impressions real quick.
Yep.
And they love it or they hate it. But Christopher Walken, I think, would be somewhat impressed. But I don't know. I guess he just is an annoyed, angry guy.
Yeah,
a lot of people do it, Christopher Walken. I mean, Craig is one of the most talented guys around.
Yes,
sorry,
Craig.
You have to learn his name.
Craig is sorry, but because Craig does a million of them. But there's a lot of Christopher Walkens out there. I'm sure he's heard it before.
I'll go on radio stations as a bunch of different celebrities when I promote my shows, and instead of saying, "Hey, we got a guy that does all these impressions," I prefer to come in and have them go, "Hey," with the premise of, "There's a movie being filmed in town. Look at all these celebrities that are here."
Right.
And I'll be Christopher Walken as one of the celebrities doing jokes, pimping out the show.
Right.
And people will show up the show expecting Christopher Walken to be. And I'll be saying the most racist jokes as Christopher Walken, and they believe it. I'll say, "Oh, this is a great joke." Here's a joke for all the kids out there listening right now, because I know you got a lot of kids in the car. And here's a great joke for them. What do you call a fat Chinese guy? What do you call a fat Chinese guy? A chunk. Pow! That's a great joke. I don't care who you are. It's a great joke. And then people show up at the show and they think that Christopher Walken's going to be there. Every voice that I do, though, it's like every celebrity just has something interesting about them. You know, I did a show with Norm Macdonald that, first of all, he said one of the best Michael Jackson jokes I've ever heard, which Michael was still on trial. This is at the House of Blues in Vegas. A guy on the upper deck of the upper balcony yells out, "Michael Jackson!" during a pregnant pause. And everyone goes, "Ooh." And then Norm goes, "Hey, you know, the only thing that Michael Jackson is guilty of is being the greatest entertainer that ever lived." And the crowd started applauding. He goes, "Well, that and fucking those kids, you know?"
So you are on a roll career-wise. You've got this big movie deal where you're going to loop these celebrity voices.
I'm on fire!
He's going to be in Ronin.
You wouldn't believe it. You won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear me doing impressions of losers. Oh!
Don't you get tons of commercials? Like, don't you do radio or TV commercials with all those voices you do? You don't get any of that kind of stuff?
I haven't had an agent in 6 years.
Why?
Because TV studios offer me work. King of Queens, it was a guy named Mike Socio who's a fan of the Howard Stern show. He's a writer for King of Queens, and he said, you know, I want to offer you a role, a character. I want to be a recurring character on King of Queens. Las Vegas, Mike Burns was a guy who's a fan of the Howard Stern show. So we have this idea of this character. We want you to work with Alec Baldwin, and you guys will rob the casino together. And are
you saying you're so successful you don't need an agent? In other words, just coming on here into various shows, people hear you and you get enough work.
And they no audition.
But don't you think you could get more exciting work if you had an agent?
Well, I'm going to go to Los Angeles. I'm going to live out there for a couple months in August, September, October, and I'm going to look for a new agent and try to get some.
Are you still living at Eddie Van Halen's house?
No, I haven't seen Eddie in a while because
he got married.
Well, he
did?
But the reason I was living there is because I had just broken up with this girl, and I was trying to get over this girl. And so he said, "Dude, fucking come on in. Stay as long as you want." You know?
Boy.
Fucking. So I lived at his recording studio at his house. And
did that help you get over the girl?
It actually did. Well, here's the weird thing is he told me at the time, he goes, "Dude, pack up your shit and fucking move in with me." And I go, "Are you sure?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "The only thing is," he goes, "don't tell anybody, but, you know, Van Halen's getting back together, so it's going to be kind of noisy next door." And I go, "So the only thing I got to worry about is the fact that Van Halen's going to be jamming in the next room to me."
And that's a dream come true.
And he said, "Yeah." He goes, "Dude, I know you're working on that TV show," because I just started doing my first episode of Las Vegas. So that couple of weeks that I was there, I'm spending every day, all day, telling jokes to Alec Baldwin and James Caan. And then every night I come up to the house, and Eddie would be in the next room playing, and I'd knock on his door and say, "Hey, do you mind if I listen for a little before I go to bed?" And he'd go,
"So why haven't
you
heard from him?"
I haven't called him because I found out a year after I was living there that my buddy who was his assistant was actually fucking my ex-girlfriend.
Wow.
And they had been banging that whole time.
So now you feel like maybe you just don't. Well, why not call Eddie? Oh,
I did call Eddie.
Your conduit to Eddie is cut off, is what you're saying.
Well, no, Eddie would. It was weird because I felt like I didn't want to assume.
Do you understand this, Robin?
No.
Oh.
Okay. What happened was my friend was this guy who was Eddie's assistant.
Right.
And every once in a while we'd play basketball at the house, and I would see Eddie, and he was always nice.
Right.
And then when I got in this bad situation with this girl, he asked Eddie, and Eddie said, "Yeah, come on, you can stay here as long as you need to."
Wow.
So I ended up living at the house for a couple months, and at that time, they're getting back together with Sammy Hagar.
Right.
And there's a lot, and every time either Sammy or Michael Anthony comes in, they say, "You got to go down the hill to the guest house because it's weird."
Right.
And
they don't want you seeing how weird it is.
Yeah. And so I find out, and my buddy is helping me every day, saying, "You got to get over this chick. She's bad for you." And he was
banging her on the side.
He was fucking her, yeah.
Wow.
And
Is
they're
that
still
the reason
together.
that she dumped you? You think because of that guy?
No, I broke up with her because I went to go to the bathroom for 2 minutes at a party, and when I came back, she was making out with some dude.
Wow, you don't have any luck.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing better now.
Are you? You got a girlfriend?
Yeah, I've been dating this girl for 2.5 years. We went to we broke up though because we went to a psychic, and the psychic. We went separately to a psychic, and we both decided to break up.
Because the psychic said something?
Said something about, and we went on separate occasions. And the psychic told us shit that we both said, we both really are immature, and maybe we should. And we decided to break up after going to see the psychic, but we still hang out.
I bet you the psychic's banging the girlfriend.
Yeah.
This guy's luck.
Craig.
I know.
Craig, the girl I met?
Yes, at Saturday Night Live.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice. Really. I think she was good for you.
You were at the Tommy Lee roast?
Yeah, I did a roast of Tommy Lee, which was a disaster.
When was that?
Believe it or not, Tommy Lee has a TV show and nobody even fucking knows about it.
He does?
Yeah, Tommy Lee. Okay, there's a network called Planet Green.
He should Twitter.
And on this network, Planet Green, it's dedicated to 24 hours of programming dedicated to saving the environment.
Right.
And Tommy Lee and Ludacris, the rapper, have a show called Battleground Earth, where they are competing to see who can outdo each other in doing Earth-friendly activities.
You are kidding me. No wonder nobody knows about this.
Yes.
I mean, what a ridiculous premise.
What a crazy premise.
Who wants to see those guys doing Earth-friendly?
How about both of them killing themselves?
Right.
So they said, hey, we want to
get in a cage and battle each other.
That'll reduce your carbon footprint.
We're going to surprise Tommy Lee, and we want to do a roast with just a couple comedians. It'll be a mini roast of Tommy Lee. Which, saying mini and Tommy Lee in the same sentence is great, because that guy's dick has an elbow in it. Yeah. So
it's you and who else?
Paul Rodriguez and another great writer named Joe Bartnick. We go out to San Francisco, and we go out to do this roast. And they said, we want you to do a couple of impressions during the roast. And they wanted me to do, like, Al Pacino, which didn't fit. And I said, no, I got a great idea. And I never even got a chance to get around to the idea. The idea was, as Sam Kinison, I'm going to quote the book of Motley Crue, which actually has mind-blowing admissions. One of which is, when they were starting out, they were getting so much pussy when they were starting out as Motley Crue, before they were even famous, that they would have to go to the end of Sunset every night at 2 o'clock in the morning and go to a 25-cent burrito stand and buy a 25-cent burrito and stick their dicks in it to cover up the smell of all the women they had been with that night before they went home to their girlfriends.
Wow.
That's how much ass Motley Crue is getting. And they're not
that's
even,
true. That was in the book.
That was in the book. And they're not even famous yet. So I wanted
there was no way to shower.
So I wanted to, as Sam Kinison, I wanted to say, I read this book, and this is fascinating. This is fascinating stuff. You guys actually stuck your dicks in these fucking burritos. And it made me feel bad. I felt bad for these Mexican families. Because these guys, they come to America with a dream, and their dream is to share their gift of their food with America, and Motley Crue comes along and sticks their dicks in your dream! Oh! What kind of horse are you baking where Mexican food is a step up? Oh! Jesus! My God, you guys are fucking my dream, and Vince Neil is still eating them! Oh! But I never even get a chance to get around to that, because when we get there, they're setting up on the beach underneath Golden Gate Bridge, and they said, listen, we're doing a shoot for another episode, so just hold out. And I'm watching, and they're shooting with a church choir.
Wow.
A 50-member church choir on the beach, and they're singing hymns, and it's actually beautiful. The sun is setting. They make Paul Rodriguez and I go hide out in the tent. Then the church choir comes into the tent, and I go, hey, you guys, I just want to tell you, I was listening to you guys out there, and that was beautiful. You guys are really amazing. They go, oh, thanks, man. You're a comedian, right? I go, yeah, I'm doing a something bad. We're doing something bad, but you guys are great. And I want to tell you. And they go, oh, that's great. And I hear someone in the choir go, hey! Put your robes back on, everybody. We're going back out. We're going to watch some comedy now. And I go, wait.
Oh.
No. Hold on. No, you don't want to come out and watch this. This is a roast. Trust me. This is not, you don't want to see it. He goes, no. We didn't work for any money today. We're doing this for free. And they said, well, why don't you all stick around and we'll put on a comedy show for you. And I go, well, you guys aren't like a real... You're not like a real church choir, are you? And they go, yeah, we're from the Oakland Church of Christ. And I go, wow. Fuck. And I go, is there a producer around here? And I grab the producer. I go, hey, is this choir standing behind me while I'm doing my thing? And he goes, yeah. And I go, do you have any idea what I'm planning on saying? And he goes, Craig, this choir is really cool. And I go, really cool. Do you have any fucking clue what I'm... Because I want to be as shocking as possible just to get a reaction.
I mean, you're roasting Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee, the guy's got the biggest hog. He's just walking around with this enormous piece of meat.
They're going to put a choir behind you?
So they put this choir behind us.
Yeah.
And I have such a gay image in my head of I'm going to be so shocking that Tommy Lee, I actually believe that Tommy's going to give me his cell phone number and we're going to hang out on the upcoming Motley Crue tour.
Oh, my God.
That's how ridiculous I feel about it. The first comedian goes up. It's Paul Rodriguez. He doesn't even curse.
Wow. He's clean, yeah.
He's doing Mexican jokes. It has nothing to do with the fucking environment.
Right.
And he's out there doing, and the choir is on edge. There's actually a blind woman in the choir
who's getting upset with Paul Rodriguez.
She keeps shaking and doing the cross across her body. And I go, and he's not even cursing. Then the next comedian, Joe Bartnick, goes up. He had some great lines. There was a guy in Tommy Lee's posse who was in the band Train, and he goes, and the guy's name's Jeff, and he goes, Jeff, I looked your name up on Google. It said, who the fuck is Jeff? And then he said, Train, what a great name for a band that's going nowhere. You know, but that's Joe Bartnick. But so I go up, and they go, all right, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Craig Gass. And I walk up, and the choir's already on edge, and I called an audible, which, Artie, I'm sure you've done a gig where as you're about to hit the stage, the audience is not what you thought they were going to be, and you got to change everything up.
So what do?
I go up and I decide I'm going to include the church choir in the punchlines. And maybe they'll have a sense of humor about themselves.
Right.
Like a lot of church choirs,
right.
though.
No.
So I've never been to church except for an AA meeting. So I go up there.
That's a good line.
And I go, Tommy Lee, Tommy, hey. Tommy, it's an honor to meet you, Tommy. Tommy is here to show us how to make the earth greener, which is appropriate since you have a tree trunk in your pants. Can I get an amen? And the church choir went, amen! What the fuck? Instinctively, they went, amen. And I go, Tommy, you have no fear at all. I mean, it's one thing to be, even when you're in prison, you had no fear. It's one thing to be threatened with 8 to 10 in prison. It's another to be threatened with 8 to 10 up your ass. Can I get an amen? And the church choir went, oh my God! Close enough. Tommy, when you're about to explode in a girl's face, she must think a tsunami's about to hit her. Can I get an amen? And the blind woman went, what's going on? And she actually left and started walking down the beach. A blind woman walking down the beach.
So it didn't go well.
No. And they put a clip of it on YouTube, and the clip is literally 56 seconds. It was like a 10-minute segment that I did.
Could you imagine being roasted and every joke is about the fact you have a big cock?
Hey, is that really a bad thing?
It'd be a lot worse.
Right.
How great is that?
Yucko the Clown is on the phone. He's mad at you.
All right.
Did you know he's mad at you?
Yeah, I would have suspected he would be. We had a pretty awful night in Scottsdale.
What happened?
Hey,
Yucko.
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
what
what's
happened?
going on, Yucko?
Tell me what's going on.
Greg, why don't you do your impression of a piece of shit? Because that's what the fuck you are, you fucking big-headed fucking asshole.
I feel so bad because I hadn't seen him in a couple years, so I see him. I had written him an email saying, man, I'm really sorry about the whole, what happened with the house. And I also want to apologize.
What happened with his house?
His house burned down.
Oh, right.
And,
I didn't even remember.
And
did your house burn down, Yucko?
My parents' house burned down.
Right.
And I said, listen, and as far as your ex, I'm really sorry about that. The only reason I called in that day was to defend myself because your girlfriend tried to paint it in a picture that was absolutely false.
That's right. Yucko just got a divorce. He was married for a few days, and his wife left him. And somehow you were involved in that, right? I don't even remember why.
In the breakup?
She had flirted with several of us before Yucko got into town.
Yeah. And
we all thought we had a chance with her, and that would have never came to light had she not gone on the air and said, oh, my God, Craig Gass, Bob Levy, total creeps. They hit on me so hard.
Right.
And that absolutely wasn't true. And I felt bad for having to defend myself, but I felt like I had to defend myself for what she was saying.
So, Yucko, you mad at him because of that?
No. Listen.
What is he mad at you about?
We go to Scottsdale.
Listen, he comes up to me before the show, and he says, I'm sorry, I'll never bring it up again,
I didn't say I'd never bring it up again.
And then he gets about everything that happened, And then you get up on stage, and you're not even doing comedy in the club in Scottsdale. You fucking get up there, and you fucking start telling the whole fucking story. And you
Which story did you tell?
Well, first of all, the whole thing's on videotape, so you can actually see how it all went down. I told Bob Levy, I said, Bob, at the end of the show, why don't we get on stage together and just tell stories, man? And he goes, yeah, we'll get Yucko to come up with us, and we'll all tell stories. I go, great. So I do like 5 minutes, 7 minutes at the end of the show, and then I go, hey, let's bring Bob Levy up here, and I go, let's tell some stories, and he goes, where's Yucko? And when I said, where's Yucko, Levy goes, oh, let's tell about that fucking bitch. Let's tell the truth tonight about that fucking bitch and what she did. And I go, all right. I wasn't going to go there myself.
So
Are you sure?
Started telling stories about his wife?
We both started telling stories about how we met her when we first came to town.
Oh, my God.
Yucko, so was this embarrassing to you on stage?
No, it's just, it wasn't embarrassing. It's just, it's
out of line.
a comedy show. You're not supposed to bring it up,
Well, once Bob said, I just said, "Are you sure you want to do that?" He said, "Yeah," and I went with it. I shouldn't have done it. I absolutely regret it. But we're telling the story, and then Yucko walks up to the stage, and I'm like, "All right, Yucko's going to join in." So we're talking, and then Bob goes, "He goes, we got to get this guy laid. Who wants to fuck this guy? This guy." He goes, "Take off your mask. Take off your mask." And Yucko goes, "No, no," and he's holding him back. And then Bob starts, and this is on video. There's like 3 videos of it. Bob goes, "Take that fucking thing." It's like, I'm standing on stage going, "This is a comedy show. How the fuck
What is it,
this?
wrestling?"
Yeah.
And you took off Yucko's mask?
No, Bob Levy grabs his mask, and then and then he snaps the nose.
The rubber
nose. It just
nose.
snaps off his face. And he grabs the mask and then goes, "Show him how good looking. Take that makeup off." And he starts attacking him and rubbing his face. And he goes, "All right. Now, this guy's just been assaulted on stage."
Right.
And Bob is standing there going, "All right, now who wants to fuck this guy?" And one guy in the front row goes, "I'll fuck him."
Yeah, let's rape Yucko.
Oh, God.
And then Yucko is, I happen to agree with Yucko, though. I mean, you're on stage. You guys are comedians. He has his clown persona, which he's not, thrilled about in the first place. And then you guys are wiping out his club. You're ridiculing him and wiping off his clown makeup and taking off his rubber nose.
I really regret it, if I have any defense at all. I do, but it wasn't my idea.
Yucko, what about the idea that it wasn't Craig's idea?
You shouldn't have. When Bob said, "Let's talk about that," you should have said, "No, it's that fucking easy." All right.
I should. You're absolutely right. But when it first came up, I just thought, I just kind of giggled to myself. I go, "Are you sure?" And he goes, "Yeah, we got to tell the truth." And I'm laughing, and I go, "All right, fuck it. Let's see what we can make out of this."
So you guys on the Yucko, you don't like Craig anymore?
No. Ask him how Seth MacFarlane's dick tastes.
Delicious. I'm working on Family Guy now.
Yeah, good for you.
Why is that
He fucking drops names for 15 minutes, too.
And this is what I'm fucking working on. What do you want me to say? Like, what are you working on? Well, I just got a couple episodes of Family Guy and American Dad. What do you want me to say? Well, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I mean, if I...
Yucko doesn't... Maybe Yucko's jealous of your success.
I mean, what's it like living at Eddie... I mean, fuck it, that's just what happened. I ended up living at this fucking guy's house, and it's not like I...
Yucko, are you a little jealous of his work?
No, I got shit going on, too. Fuck him.
All right.
Fuck him in the fucking ass.
You're not
Frankenstein fucking head.
Wow.
You're not accepting his apology, I guess.
So the apology is...
Fuck him. You're dead to me, Gas. Fuck off.
All right. Well, sorry, Yucko.
You're smiling. I mean, aren't you sad you're going to lose Yucko as a friend? Yucko's a good guy.
I keep going back to that moment where Bob said, "Let's do this," and I was like, "It's all right." I just like, let's see if we can make something out of this. I mean, comedians always on stage will go to places with each other that nobody else will. And I thought, well, we'll see what we can create out of this. And it just, when Yucko got on stage, his body language told it all, and I just slowed down. And I came to a stop, and then Bob said, "Let's get him laid. Come on, let's."
Right.
And again,
it got out of control.
You got to have somebody send you the video. There's 3 different people who were filming it that night. Have somebody send you.
Sounds to me like Yucko would rather this video go away.
Yeah,
rather than promoting people.
Is he also upset with Bob?
Are you upset with Bob, Yucko? Yucko? Uh-oh.
I gotta say, there was one really funny thing where after the show, I was like, "Where's?" I go, "Where's Yucko at?" And they go, "Oh man, he's really upset. He's outside." And I go, "Fuck!" And I see Bob. He's selling T-shirts, and I go, "Bob, Yucko's outside. He's really upset." And he goes, "Fuck him! I made him."
I guess Yucko. I think I understand why Yucko's upset.
I do too, and I regret it.
Right.
It's tough talking about a guy's chick,
Yeah, and the thing is,
Ralph, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yucko, wow, what a pussy, man. That might have been the funniest thing Bob Levy ever did.
Well, it was at Yucko's expense, and he's on stage, and he's trying to be.
Well, you know what? I don't like Yucko insulting me, and he shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
In other words, Yucko hands it out. He should be able to take it.
Exactly.
Right.
And I love that guy. He's a sweetheart of a guy, and he really is. He's a sweet guy.
Do you have tape of Bob Levy trying to rip his nose off?
Dude, there's at least 3 videos out there. You gotta see. He snaps the nose off his face. Rubber band hits someone in the front row. Come here, and he's rubbing the makeup on him. He's doing like a really ultra violent mom. He's licking his hand, rubbing his face. Get that makeup. Show him how fucking handsome you are.
Well,
oh, that's funny. How handsome you are.
Yeah. Howard, actually, Ralph has a good point because Yucko does dish it out badly.
He's tough.
And he is sensitive. We did, since you forgot about his house burning down, you probably forgot about this. We did the Yucko benefit this past Thursday night.
Right.
Me and Levy did a benefit for him.
And Yucko could be vicious.
And so it was Bob, myself, and Shuli did a nice thing. We all worked for free.
Right.
And it was at this great club, Primetime, in Sayreville, New Jersey. And the thing about Yucko that I feel so sorry for him as a performer in a way, I said, Yucko, listen, I'll close, and instead of doing a full hour, I'll do like 45, and you come out and you talk to them. It's your benefit, you right. Talk, so Yucko's got to put all the makeup on, like we're backstage and he's not Yucko yet, and I'm like, when do you get into this? He goes, I'll get into this. So he starts slowly but surely, like you got to put the makeup on precisely, the nose, the outfit,
it's a lot
the shoes.
of work.
So I do the 45. I introduce him. I go backstage, and I swear to God, about 60 seconds went by, and then we hear Yucko just go, well, thanks for coming, take it easy. He did a minute.
All that makeup and preparation.
So I walked out, and I said, he gave me the mic. I said, Yucko, what the fuck happened? He goes, I don't know, they don't want to see me. I'm like, they don't want to see you. When I said his name, they really cheered. And I said, right. You got the makeup, dude. I mean, like, do something.
And Yucko, Ralph does bring up a good point. I love Yucko, but he does dish out. Remember, he did that whole song about you. And,
sure.
it was the
About you,
world's meanest listener contest.
Yeah.
I mean, Yucko can really
dish it.
I don't know why, but this relationship really put him in a soft spot, man. He just
well, listen, man. I understand what Howard's saying too. I mean, he married this broad, and he loved her, and it's when you call up and defend yourself by going, listen, she was hitting on a bunch of guys. It wasn't me.
And sent me naked pictures, and she tried to defend it, and I go, Nick, I got the fucking pictures, and then she finally turned around and said,
then to say it on stage is kind of fun.
Let's go to Billy. Billy, hi, you're on. We're on with Craig Gass.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I wanted to talk to this motherfucker because this motherfucker ain't nobody's friends. He's a piece of shit. What? I went to a comedy gig with him. He fucked my wife. And laugh. You're a fucking hack. You're a hack. That's what
There's no way
Did
this
you
is
fuck
true.
this guy's wife?
No, of course not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to call up KC? Want to call up KC? You're nothing but a piece of shit hack that imitates dead fucking comedians, and you'll never amount to nothing. You
Billy, you sound genuine. Are you saying that you met Craig somewhere?
I met Craig Gass in Sacramento. I met him at a bowling alley. They were doing a gig. This is when you were still on, right before you went to Satellite.
Right.
And I met this fucker, to this day I'm good friends with KC. This piece of shit, he calls my wife down and then to the hotel room and fucks her, and this piece of shit's going to sit in the fucking studio and lie about it?
There's no way. No, there's no way.
Motherfucker, I know you.
Are you still with your wife, Billy?
Yeah, she's a whore, but...
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, shouldn't you be mad at your wife and not Craig?
Well, I'm mad at both of them. That bitch, she don't hear the end of it from me.
Maybe Craig didn't know she was even married?
Yeah.
Craig knew she was married.
There's no way. There's no way. Not only that, I wouldn't even get involved with a girl who had a fucking boyfriend.
Right.
There's no way.
No, bullshit. You're fucking lying through your teeth. Upstairs. You had us upstairs with you backstage at the Avalon in Sacramento. You
Why did your wife do this to you? Did you say to her afterward, honey, why would you fuck Craig Gass?
I didn't find out about it until a year afterwards, until he came back into town again. Wow.
Yeah, but even if your wife was to fuck somebody else, you should be mad at the wife. Don't be mad at a guy who fucks your wife.
Yeah, but you knew she was married.
I would never...
Was she a good fuck, at least?
I'm sure she was.
Right.
No, she's not a good fuck, so...
You got him, then.
She's not even good. You taught Craig a lesson. What is it, Gary? What do you want, Gary?
Don't be mad at the guy who fucks your wife.
I completely forgot. I ran into a comedian about 3 or 4 months ago. Can't remember his name, Craig, but heavy set guy.
All right.
And he said that, he had Craig over his house. Craig left, the guy's got a little kid. He said Craig left some pot laying out of the table. But they go to a concert, and Craig says, hey, man, I left something in the car. Can I borrow the keys to the car for a second? Mm-hmm. Craig takes a broad back to the car and fucks her in the car, which is okay, fine, except then the broad stole...
No, wait. This is the greatest fucking story.
A wallet and everything.
Wait. Let me tell the story.
I know the name of the guy. Don't say
any
Don't say
the
Here's the story. I had some friends that were in town with a day off. They came to see a show at a comedy club.
Right.
In a big rock band. A couple big rock bands came to see me. And the next day they were doing a show in Camden, New Jersey, and they said, hey, tell all your comedian friends to come down. So I get everybody passes and we go down. Then I go down with this buddy of mine who's a comedian. We go down, And I get him on stage to watch the band, and I go floating around. I meet two girls near the backstage area, and they say, hey, we're trying to get passes. We want to get backstage. And I go, and they said, our friend's back there, so can you bring us back to her? And I said, you girls are hot. You should be able to get back anywhere you want. I mean, why are you guys having problems to get backstage? And they go, well, you're pretty hot, too. And I, thinking they're joking, I said, well, let's go make out. And they go, all right, let's go. And I go, are you serious? And they go, yeah. And I go, all right, just stay here. I'll be right back. If you hold, I'll be right back. So I go and I get another couple backstage passes. I come back, I see them, and they go, hey, well, what about our friend? Now there's a third girl. And I go, who's this chick? And they go, well, this is our friend, and I thought you were already backstage. Well, yeah, but there's this thing that happened, and I couldn't get, and I go, all right, you know what, just follow me. So I bring them all into the loading dock backstage at this venue in Camden.
Right.
And I go, stay right here, I'll be right back. I get the keys from my buddy. I go back to the car. I pull out a pass out of the car, and I give it to the girl. We start making out.
Right.
And then one of the girls makes a comment. We start making out. Then the three of us actually are taking turn kissing each other. Yeah. And I said, you know what?
Do you have sex with all of them?
We get in the car.
Right.
And I end up fucking all three of these girls at the same time.
You're kidding. Like, how does that work?
I'm in the front.
A foursome in a car.
I'm in the front seat.
Go ahead. One
girl's going down on me. The other two are coaching and doing stuff to each other. And I'm not paying attention to anyone who's in the back. And then they trade. Then at one point I finally finish.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, we want to go see the headlining band. And I go, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Hey, you know what? Come back. Just do me a favor. Come back and let's hang out again later. And they go, okay, great. And they take off. The three girls take off.
Christ.
I go to my buddy and I go, dude. And he goes, where the fuck were you, man? I go, you're not going to believe this. I just fucked three girls at the same time in your car. And he goes, Gaz, tell me you're kidding me. And I go, why? What's wrong? And he goes, dude, it's a brand new car. I go, who gives a fuck about that? Are you serious? And he goes, dude, it's a brand new car. And I think he's saying this because his girlfriend's there. I think he's putting on an act.
He's saying it because it's his family, like it's a family car, and don't they have a kid together, and there's like a whole thing going on with that.
A child seat.
This is where it becomes the greatest story of all fucking time. We get to the car, and they look in, and then my buddy, his girlfriend yells at him, and he looks over at me and he goes, good job, Gaz. Great fucking job. I go, what's wrong? And he goes, one of those fucking whores stole $400 out of Carla's purse. And I go, you're kidding. 2 minutes later, we realize there's jewelry missing from the car.
Oh, my
And then 2 minutes after that, we hear a cell phone going off underneath the driver's seat. One of the girls dropped her cell phone and it rolled underneath the driver's seat. So my buddy's girlfriend picks up the car and goes, hey, yes, you know what? Can you come back to the car where you were just at and I'll give you your phone back? And they alert the cops backstage. Hey, listen, there's some girls coming back. They just robbed us. So now, and the bodyguards for the band who were actually in a tour bus taking pictures of me in the car, I saw flashes going off and there was 20 guys in the front cab of a tour bus cheering me on going, yeah. And so the bodyguards of this rock band say, listen, if you need any help with the cops, we witnessed the whole thing. And I go, absolutely. So now, and then I wish I could say what band this was. And so then a van pulls up.
Well, why can't you? Let me think it through for a second.
Hold on, I'll tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Van pulls up into the backstage area.
Yeah.
And the cops are there, and my friends are there, and the girl, one girl gets out of the van, walks up, and says, hey, can I get my phone back? And my friend, the comedian, goes, yeah, real quick, before you do anything, which one of you fucking whores stole money out of my girlfriend's purse? And she goes, what? And a guy gets out of the car and he goes, did you just call her a whore? That's my fucking wife. I'll kick your ass. And he goes, that's your wife? And he grabs me by the shirt and he goes, Gaz, did you not just get done telling me that you just fucked all three of these girls right now in the car? Did you not? And I go, and the guy goes, you fucked my wife? And I go, I didn't say anything. He's talking. I haven't said shit. And then everybody gets out. The cops are trying to hold everybody back. And in front of one of the cops, in front of my friend, one of the girls goes up to the cop and goes, listen, we all just fucked this guy. Okay? But we didn't steal anything. Okay? We're not thieves. So please, we need to leave. So please, we don't want our husbands to know what happened. We need to leave.
We all just fucked this guy.
We all just fucked this guy. So the cop walks up to my friend's girlfriend and says, all right, listen, here's the deal. They have money on them. You can't prove whose money it is, okay?
Right.
But as far as your personal items, they don't have them, so we got to let them go. And they go, all right, we'll let them go. The van starts taking off. And as the van pulls out, all of my friend's stuff is underneath the van.
Oh.
One of the girls clearly got out of the car and threw everything underneath the van and came to talk to the cops.
I see.
So they go, and one of the guys from the band, the guitarist of this band goes, hey, isn't that your stuff? And then the best line, why is there a children's toy on top of it? And then they pull out, and the cops get on the radios. And they go, there's a car trying to leave the venue. You got to stop them. They blockade the exit to the Camden Tweeter Event Center or whatever it is. And the girls, all the cops on the property, they corner the van. They get the girls out, and they put them up against the van right at the entrance of the concert venue, and the band is ending. Or the last band is ending. So 20,000 people are coming out, and there's 3 girls slammed against this van, and there's all these cop cars, and we're over there, and anyone who knows what's going on is telling people in the crowd, dude, look at this, and everyone's pointing at me going, that guy just fucked all 3 of these girls, and they're all going to jail! They're all going to jail! And I'm standing there, and people are cheering for me, and I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm thinking in my head, this is the greatest day of my fucking life.
Did they all go to jail?
They all go to jail. We go to the Camden Police Department. And
oh, my God. Which has got to be fun. The Camden Police Department.
My buddy is saying to me, he goes, dude, you owe me $400. And I gladly pulled out $400. I go, dude, here you go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We get to the Camden Police Department. Cop comes out and goes, which one of you guys is the one involved with these girls? And I go, that was me. And he goes, all right, come here. He goes, I got to fill out a report. So he's filling out a report. He goes,
that was me.
He goes, all right, where did they stole from the car, right? And I go, yeah. And he goes, all right, then start with the car. And I go, all right, we went to the car and we're making out. And then I said, let's all get in the van, or let's get in this car and let's all, get in there. So we went in there and we had sex. He goes, okay. And then you had intercourse. And which of these, you're
like the greatest stud of all time.
He goes, which of these, which one of these girls do you have intercourse with? And I go, all of them. And then he looks at me and he goes,
You're animal.
He goes, you had sex at the same time? I go, yeah. And every time we make eye contact, we both are smirking at each other. And then so he fills out the report. At the end of it, we walk out, and they walk us to our car at the police department in Camden, and a cop is escorting us to our car. We get outside. One of the husbands is outside. He goes, Craig! And he goes, hey, man, can I talk to you for a second? And the cop goes, whoa, sir, just get back to your car. And he goes, no. He goes, I just want to ask a question. He goes, I don't care that you fucked my wife. I would have done the same thing. She's a beautiful woman, all right? He goes, listen, man. He goes, I don't blame you. I know it's her fault. She's the one who fucked you. He goes, but just tell me the truth.
Did you fuck her?
He goes, what happened? I just want to know what happened. And I go, and the cop is telling me, go. My friend, the comedian, is like, just fuck. He's going to hit you. I go, he's not going to hit me. And I go, look, I'm sorry, man. It happened. And he goes, but specifically, like, did she suck your dick? And I go, oh, and everyone's going, dude, get to your car. Like, you go over there. And I go, no. Look, it's cool. I'll tell him. Look, you want to know the truth? I fucked all 3 of them, and I came in your wife's mouth. What? And he goes, what? I appreciate that. And he shook my hand.
Wow.
And I turned around, and my comedian friend is standing right there. And when I turned around, he goes, what kind of a guy?
Thank you.
When you tell him I just came in your wife's mouth, shakes me, I go, I don't know, but this is the greatest. None of my teams have ever won a championship. None of them. I never had this. I'm like a World Series MVP. I'm the Super Bowl champion.
So this guy on the phone, Billy, Craig fucked your wife, right?
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
But why don't you thank him? Because now you know your wife.
Yeah, now you know the etiquette.
So Craig, did you come in his wife's mouth as well?
Maybe you should look at this differently.
Yeah. If I did fuck your wife, I can tell you, if I had, I didn't know she was married, because I've never, ever knowingly fucked someone who was married.
Armstrong was there. Casey knew. And then you're not a man because you're sitting there like a fucking pussy and you're lying about it. You're not a man.
Well, he says he didn't knowingly fuck your wife.
Well, I'm going to do it knowingly. When I find him, I'm going to fuck him in his mouth.
Wow. All right. You're going to get lucky again.
He's going to get
some extra
gay
action.
with you.
Yeah, he's going to get gay with you. That's great.
Good idea.
Well, actually, Craig would be the gay one. He's sucking.
Right.
Probably.
Probably.
When he's got something shoved up his ass at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a hell of an invitation.
Let me just get this straight. When you find Craig, you're going to put something in his ass and his mouth.
Will you come in his mouth?
For your wife, that's the bad leg.
But Billy, in a way, I mean, you really can't hold Craig responsible if your wife's going around.
But I know it's her fault too, but I swear to you, Howard, he knew. He knew because we hung out with them guys for 2 days because they did 2 gigs here, one in San Francisco, one in Sacramento.
Well, sometimes people don't know.
Yeah, I avoid any kind of drama with even when a girl says like, oh, I just broke up. Well, who's that? Oh, that was my ex, but he's crazy. I don't even go there. It's like, it's my ex, and he's like.
Has she fucked anyone else from our show?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Right. Yeah,
then why do you get mad at me if I?
How do you manage to stay in a relationship with her, even though you know she fucked Craig Gass and maybe possibly others?
Because I'm an idiot and I love her.
I see.
And she's a lousy fuck.
Yeah, she's a lousy fuck.
She just lays there, right?
Yes.
Did she move for you, Craig?
She moved pretty good for you, right?
Was it the Clarion Hotel? Did she move for you?
I'd love to know who it is.
Her name's Danielle.
All right.
Did she move for you?
Can you give a last name and an address so we can map quest?
No last name.
She had my name tatted on her back.
Oh yeah, she had her name. She has his name tatted on the back.
Holy gee! And how many times has she cheated on you?
Well, I just caught her last week fucking around with some guy at work.
Wow.
Oh, dude, you got to get out of there.
Yeah.
But I got a 3-month-old and a 9-year-old.
Whoa!
Are they Craig's?
Can any of them do a great Sam Kinison impression?
All right, Billy, thank you. And I'm sorry your wife's going around fucking behind your back.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Just watch out for this guy.
Okay. He ain't going anywhere near my wife.
Wow.
I'm not letting him.
Not near your wife and a car.
You're not kidding.
Wow, this is awesome.
Just a little on your wife.
All right. Thanks, Billy.
Bye.
That's Billy.
Hey, Howard, I will say this about Craig. You know, when you're on the
By the way, she just got Craig tattooed on her back, too.
You know, I will say this about Gas. When you're on the road, you know, and you do stand-up somewhere, you know, and
you don't know,
and,
you don't know
you're single,
relationship,
you go and you're looking for any chick you can find. And most guys have some standards with the chicks. Like, I will say this about Gas is a real man because
takes whatever he gets.
if there's not if he can't get a hot chick, and he does get hot chicks a lot, Craig will fuck anything.
Craig, you haven't fucked any of our wives, have you?
No.
All right.
But every comic has an intense story about being with a girl and like another guy showing up. Like, what the fuck? Because
you're very, very much on fire. Things are going great for you. You're fucking. You're getting work. I mean, it's really happening.
I've been dating the same girl for 2.5 years.
Who knew?
And you're faithful on the road?
Of course, yeah.
Of course he is.
I'll break up with someone before I cheat on him.
He's like Mother Teresa. Craig, it's always great seeing you. You were terrific. And who am I talking to now?
It's Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
There's a black guy and a Puerto Rican in a car. Who's driving? The police. Pow!
And I'm also, Joe Buck has a comedy club. I'm performing at that club in September.
He does?
Yeah. He actually has a comedy club in St. Louis across the street from the stadium, and they're having me throw out the first pitch of one of the games with the Cubs and the Cardinals.
Wow.
So.
All right, Craig.
Hey, Howard, I'll say this as a shitty plug for me. I know the comedian who Craig was with that night, whose car he fucked in. I'm actually working with the guy this weekend in St. Louis.
All right,
so you guys want to talk to this guy in person about that story, I definitely know who it is, and I will be in St. Louis Saturday night with the guy.
Right. Craig,
Howard, the guy told me the story. I was working with him somewhere. It's one of those things where we're just standing. He goes, "You know Craig Gass?" And I go, "Yeah." He goes, "I fucking hate Craig Gass."
Really?
He didn't say he hated him to me.
He was really upset.
Right. Yeah, you don't fuck in a guy's new car.
I mean,
that's the point. But
it was like 3 girls at once. It was like, this is crazy. I just went with it.
Right.
I went nuts.
You lost your mind.
I did.
You lost your mind.
Did you really give him the $400 back?
I gave him $400 in the car. We're driving over to the police station. I gave him $400.
You know what it is? I know when you get a new car and the car has that new car smell.
Yeah.
Well,
you know
it didn't have it after Craig got finished
and Craig
with
gets
the
in
car.
there and he fucks 3 broads right in the car. I mean, you know, you ruin that new car smell.
You don't want it to have that 3-horse smell.
Right.
Did you put your dick in a taco?
I'm no stud. I'm not getting late, but I mean, it was like
an amazing night.
Dream come true to have like 3 at one time. I couldn't believe it.
And they were good looking.
Yeah. Well, they were like stripper hot.
Hey.
Stripper hot. They were like,
that's hot.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Thanks, man.
Good work.
Thank you.
It's always good hearing your story. We love Craig Gass. Craig Gass, everybody. And go over to myspace.com/Craig Gass and get in touch with what Craig is up to. He's obviously, if you hang around him, something weird's going to happen.
And ask Joe Buck if I can play his club.
I will.
And I hope you patch up things with Yucko. I love Yucko. And
me too. I really, that whole thing just made me feel bad. Absolutely, I feel bad. He's a great guy. He's a really nice guy. And
real good. All right. We'll be back right after these words. A great Craig Gass.
Yeah. Dude, it seems like you got to stay away from these women.
Hey, man.
Billy's wife and, was it Yucko's girl?
Yeah. Look, nobody's trying to fuck anybody's wife. That's like when you're on the road, you're doing stand-up comedy, and some girl wants to hang out with you. You're single at the time, and then, you worry.
I'm not getting married because Gas might fuck my wife.
Dan, the song very well just called you a poon hound.
It's hard to turn down hot chicks. I mean,
yeah, it's like you're on the road, you see a cute girl. It's like your worst nightmare is that there's an ex or a current that's angry, that's out there. You get nervous. But if I know anything, I'll get the fuck out of the way, and that's the.
You're a good guy.
Well, apparently I fucked somebody's wife, so I don't know if I'm a great guy.
take this note. Again, there's two things going on there. You have to ask Sal what's up with him and the Long Island Psychic. His pitch the other day was insane. It's like everyone in the media was like
to come in for that.
And then the other thing is, he sort of admitted that he cries when he hears Cats in the Cradle. He goes, we were just talking, I don't know, he came at the meeting and he just goes, anybody else here cry when Cats in the Cradle's on? And we're all like, no. And he's like, oh, I love that song.
It almost defies explanation. He pitches something, then you tell him it's wrong, he'll tell you, right, you know, and contradict his idea. He'll spell everything wrong, he'll say everything wrong, and eventually things get back to the Long Island medium, to the point where his last pitch, he goes, look, this past meeting, he goes, straight up, Long Island medium, interview, she'll be great. And we're all...
She was on Ellen, she was on Oprah, her time has come.
Oh, and that tweet.
And then afterwards he tweeted, afterwards or before, somewhere along the line, he tweeted the Long Island Psychic, like, great job on Ellen. There's just something weird going on.
You know, put Ellen's name
connection there.
There's something weird.
Well, he's friends with the husband.
Dating her.
Right.
Oh, he is friends with
her?
Yeah. There you go.
But this, so what? I'm friends with a lot of, like, I'm friends with Jeff Probst. I'm not on here every minute going Survivor.
That's his big celebrity friend.
There's something else going on. Either
is he ever going to admit it?
I don't know. We don't know what it is, so we don't know what there is to admit.
What is it, Balls?
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey, I just wanted to ask you, did you see the Tan Mom naked photo shoot?
Yeah. Did you see that, Robin? Tan Mom was on the beach, like did a naked photo, like a topless.
No,
she was topless. It was really good. It was crazy.
Oh, it's nauseating, man.
Yeah.
I'm a happy retard.
Who wanted to see that?
Because you know how, like, one thing, like, if you look in Playboy, chicks don't smile when they're naked. Like, when you're naked and you smile, it's a bad fucking move. So Tan Mom's, like, so happy to have her top off. She's smiling at the camera. And
Oh, my.
yeah, it's
Just
crazy.
looking at the pictures.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah.
Tan Mom. Yeah, I think Tan Mom's coming back in. We got her booked.
Good.
Oh, you got to get her back in
Great
there.
guest.
She's been up to a lot. Tan Mom. Everyone, I remember when we had Tan Mom on the first time, everyone was like, yeah, fuck you. How can you have Tan Mom on? And then when she left, everyone was like, Tan Mom is the greatest guest ever. What?
You know who likes the Tan Mom pictures? Who thinks they're hot?
Who? Sal. I knew it. Sal.
What?
Sal, you think Tan Mom is hot? Would you fuck Tan Mom, Sal? Sal's a weirdo. He really is. He's just a creepy weirdo. You would fuck Tan Mom?
Yeah, there's something about her.
Oh, we're so horny.
There is something about her. You got.
When's the last time your wife unloaded, jerked you off or did anything to you? Like a month?
I don't even want to talk about it.
If you're into Tan Mom,
you know what it is?
That means you haven't gotten laid in over a month.
At least.
Is it true? When's the last time? Be honest.
I got a handy recently.
Really?
Yeah.
But no, like, fucking?
No.
Is that, like, off the table now, fucking?
No, it's just that sometimes she's just, if she's too tired, I just,
Dude, it's over.
No, it's not. It's going
so
good.
over.
It's going good.
She jerked you off once?
Yeah.
Why'd she even do that? Like
I put her hand there.
You were actually working her hand?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's going good about the marriage if it's not sexual at all?
It's going,
When's the last time you got laid? Seriously. Be honest. Don't bullshit me.
I'm not. Probably about 3 weeks ago.
Ah, you're lying.
No.
I see the wheels turning in your head.
No, about 3 weeks ago.
You're weighing it all out. You're not being honest.
I can't. I can't get in it. I have enough problems at home. I can't get in.
Why don't you let Richard blow you?
It's going great, but he has enough problems that he can't.
No,
why don't you let Richard give you a hand job once a week? Something to look forward to.
I think he would want to.
Yeah.
Richard in a wig looks like Tan Mom.
Right. If you're at the point that you're like attracted to Tan Mom.
You know what it is with Tan Mom? It's because she's off the wall. I love batshit crazy broads.
Yeah. Oh, my, come on.
Every crazy girl.
Did you see the topless pictures?
They're not too shabby. If you look from the belly button up.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And
the fact that she's kind of, like, you could tell she's shaved. She has that little skimpy bikini.
I'm going to wait.
It's not. Oh.
I don't think Tan Mom looks like Richard in a bikini.
That's probably why I like her.
Down syndrome.
You're in bad shape.
Crazy girls, Howard, are the best in the sack. They always are. That's the thing. Every time you see a guy with a smoking hot chick, he's going to bang her well, but that he's in for a lot of bullshit.
You want to come clean on this whole Long Island psychic thing that's going on with you?
Absolutely.
Everyone tells me you're out of fucking control.
we have a writing meeting, and everyone pitches stuff for the for the show. Everyone go. Sal's been on a mad tear to get this Long Island Psychic on the show, but like in a bizarre way. Like even if he's pitching something else, it all comes back to like the Long Island Psychic.
Right. So you're wondering why?
You know why?
So...
Primarily, everything. Like I grew up on Howard.
Do you know them?
I've met him. Yes, they're in my neighborhood.
I thought the Long Island Psychic is a woman.
She is. I met her husband, and husband's a huge fan of yours as well. But everything that
you know how I feel about psychics, right?
That's why. I think this is the one time that I can do something where I can really change your mind. I really sincerely believe that.
You idiot. You're an imbecile. You know that.
I sincerely believe that this lady is that fascinating.
Okay.
Howard, I went to Westbury Music Fair. 3,000 people.
Right.
I mean, she would just call out people. I mean, a lady way in the back.
And what did she say that blew your mind?
Like, motorcycle accident. Yes, right on the money. What's so funny about that?
If I said someone in 3,000 people, someone had a motorcycle accident, don't you think someone in the auditorium had a motorcycle accident?
I mean, the odds are there, but for her to specifically pick out the person, and Howard, I think that this lady really could change your mind. I think she could bring some. I think she would blow everyone away. I mean, she's been on Ellen,
but I don't care.
She's been on Oprah.
Why? I've already told you no about the Long Island Psychic, and you won't let go of it. Like, there's something. Are you having an affair with the Long Island Psychic?
You know, Howard, I've never talked about this, but I've always been fascinated with mediums. Even when I was a child, I used to.
So you're not in love with her?
No, I used to read George Anderson's books. George Anderson was the first one. He used to be on Channel 6, and
predict what I'm thinking right now.
I'm an idiot.
No. Go ahead. You can do it.
What you're thinking?
What am I thinking right now? I'm thinking you should get the fuck out of the studio. I thought that you would. I thought you would know that.
Howard,
what?
I just got to ask because this is the big question on everybody's mind. Are you in any way, shape, or form, Sal, getting anything from them, whether it be monetary or anything else, from the Long Island Psychic?
I swear on my children and on a stack of Bibles. I think this lady's. I watch this lady religiously on Sunday night.
What did she tell you? Did she tell you something about yourself?
No, as a matter of fact, she's very apprehensive about coming in. She told me nothing. I never asked.
She should be.
I never asked for a reading. Nothing of the sort. I think that Howard.
You want to keep
if
that whole.
If she's for real, why is she apprehensive?
Well, because Howard could, Howard hits the hard hit. Howard asks the
power.
No, he asked the hard hitting questions. He's a tough interview.
My powers will take on her powers, and my powers will win. That's what's going to happen, Sal.
Howard, can I just tell you something? That whole thing about him going to see her at Westbury Music Fair, we sat him down in a meeting and it sort of explained how it works, if you know what I mean. And he goes, "Oh, I understand." He seemed to be off the psychic, but now he's right back on it again.
I'm skeptical.
Once you explain something to him, he forgets 2 minutes later. That's why he doesn't remember anything from school.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
Yeah, like seriously. He learned United States history, but he can't remember any of it.
There was no need to retain it.
Yeah, well, you're not retaining this. The Long Island Psychic is not a psychic. I retain that.
I will do what if I'm wrong, I'll do whatever you want.
Every psychic is
fake. If you're wrong, what was you?
You'll blow Richard if you're wrong.
I won't do that.
Yes, you would.
No. He said whatever he wanted.
I don't know, but I'd be willing to do something crazy. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, Howard, that this lady's absolutely fascinating.
So what, you're going to come in and tell me about myself? I mean, you could look that shit up.
Yes, you could.
No,
but
I'll tell you what. I'll pick a homeless fucking guy from the street. Let me hear the Long Island Psychic just tell me the guy's name, and then I'll say she's psychic.
Okay.
She don't have to tell me anything about his future. Just tell me his name.
Well,
and if she can do that, that's right. She doesn't get that.
Well, no, she talks to the dead, Howard. She'll talk to
So let a dead guy tell her this guy's name.
Well, the dead can't even tell her who they are.
Right.
Absolutely, they can. No, she.
Ask, no. I've watched this woman on TV. She'll go, who was the one who died suddenly? And then the person tells her who it is.
Right, of course.
No, it doesn't work.
Benji was a phone psychic. Enough said. Okay, he was. He made a lot of money doing it.
Really?
Yeah. You never heard
that's a
that
scam.
story?
No, I never
you
knew
think
that.
So? All right. What is it, Gary? What the fuck is with Sal and this psychic thing?
Howard, I think she's a fascinating person.
Will spoke to her because we were thinking about having her on at one point. The first thing is, we can't just bring people in. You know what I'm saying?
For her to read, you mean?
Yeah, we can't bring people in for her to read.
There's rules.
Well, yeah, because you know what? You pick up different vibes from different people. And she absolutely needed 45 minutes alone, completely alone, no cameras with the people.
With the people.
Yeah.
What do you make of that, Sal?
That's interesting.
This is where we left him 2 months ago.
Right.
We told him this, and he goes,
we're
wow.
we're not interested in leaving people alone with the Long Island Psychic for 45 minutes.
I'm with you on that. And
I
when
want a cold read.
I would love. I mean, look,
Sal, look at me. You
cold
worship
read.
me.
I agree.
You worship me.
Cold.
Right?
I'm on your page.
You worship me.
I'm on the same page.
If you would just listen to me about everything, your life would go a lot smoother.
And I listen to you about 99%
Give your brain over to me. Your brain's not working well.
Why would you listen 99% of the time?
Because I think I can.
What's the 1% on your own that you think you're doing well? Right?
That's a great question.
The 1% is the shitty area that you get into.
That 1% is destroying your life.
When you listen to your boss, everything's fine.
It really is.
Yeah.
But Howard, I think she's a fascinating guest.
All right. Sal, look at me. She's never coming in here. We're not interested in putting her in a room for 45 minutes with people.
Right.
It's never going to happen, and you should give up on it.
And I will. But if she's listening and she would be willing to omit that 45-minute pre-interview, could she possibly come in? If she's willing to omit that.
Omit it?
Omit it.
Omit.
O-M-I-T.
Omit.
Omit.
I'm admitting bullshit.
But here's a point. Here's a point, Howard.
M-O-U-S-E.
Okay, so you've told him that she's not coming on the show.
Right.
That will not deter him in any way from on a personal level. Because, he tweeted about her the other day. He tweeted. It was so weird. It was like, hey, Long Island Psychic, great job on Ellen.
Yeah, I watched her. And
So why are you tweeting it? Like, why are you promoting her so much?
I really sincerely enjoy her. The same way you would promote something from Rolling Stone, for example. I don't tweet much. I don't have many interests. I have I have the Long Island medium. Yeah, I mean,
holy mackerel!
You got to see me. I was embarrassed at Westbury. I had like a box of tissues on my lap.
You were crying?
Yeah, I had to wrap tissues around my fingers because I was so embarrassed. So I would make these finger cots and just dab my eyes constantly.
Because you were crying with the Long Island Psychic?
I was crying, yeah.
What did she say that made you cry?
This stuff she said, how would just blow you away. I mean, there's a lady in the front row, and she said, your son passed away, and you just put a card on his tombstone, and the lady almost passed out, and I just lost it. I'm like, wow, this is pretty...
I always wondered who bought that stuff, and now I know.
Now you know. Sal.
By the way, in the writing meeting the other day, he also told us that the song Cats in the Cradle makes him cry. So he cries a lot.
Cats in the Cradle?
Well, having 3 kids and, playing ball and you don't have time for your children. And then
that's a different... Isn't it, I'm going to be like you, Dad? That's the one you cry
In other words, that's the one, Cats in the Cradle. But
is that Cats in the Cradle?
Yeah, but you're a good father, so why are you crying?
I'm a good father because the way I grew up, I don't get along well with my dad, and I don't want my children not to.
I don't blame your dad. Who could fucking tolerate you?
Thank you.
Honestly.
Well, no, I don't.
Your dad decided to have a kid. He didn't know it was going to be you. He was hoping for something.
He had a lot more than me. They're all over the country. My uncle got.
Are they all Are they all fans of the Long Island Psychic?
I don't know. But maybe I want the psychic in here to find out if I have other siblings out there.
Right. Do you think you do?
Yeah, I do. I met one of my siblings in a casket. One of them died. My dad got a call one day at the pizza place and he fainted. I thought my mother died. It was my half brother that I never knew about.
All right. Okay.
Whatever.
Does he have relationships with these people, these other children?
Who knows?
Well, they're his buddy or his uncle or some shit.
He barely has one with Sal. Why would he pay
Matt, you're
that?
on the like Sal. He claims when he doesn't have a relationship.
Hey now, Howard.
Yeah.
Sal.
Yes.
You're an imbecile. Anyone over the age of 10 knows psychics aren't real.
You know what we ought to do? Houdini proved it years ago.
Yes.
I told you about that.
Yeah, with the whole...
He had a secret word he gave his wife.
Yeah.
So she'd go from psychic to medium to medium. She'd sit there and say, okay. She goes, I'm talking to your husband right now. And then say, okay, what's the password? And they go, what? The password that my husband gave me. Right. He said he wanted to prove whether or not they were psychics. They go, well, he's not talking about that.
Right. Somehow he doesn't want to talk about it.
He didn't want to talk about that. But you see, a puff of smoke will appear, and that's your husband.
Hey, there are frauds in every vicinity, in every form. There are frauds, but there are also. I think this lady is the only one because I've heard you say this your whole life that they are frauds, that they're charlatans. These
why
people.
Are you thinking again?
I don't know.
See, when he thinks,
and that 1% overrides the 99%. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you that it's higher than 1% when he thinks for himself.
Well, I'm not good at math. You're probably right.
All right, now all right, goodbye.
Sal.
Yeah.
Does this officially mark the end of your pitching of the Long Island medium?
No.
What
keeps you so captivated about her
I
craft?
think she's a fascinating person. I think what she does really would surprise and shock a lot of people. You know, it's just one of those things.
You're a skeptical guy, though. You call bullshit on a lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why does this get a pass? What makes this so magnificent?
I think it's worth exploring. It could be bullshit. I doubt it is, but I just think it's worth exploring. I think this is, if there's anybody out there that could perhaps change Howard's mind, this would be the only person. That's primarily it.
Knowing her husband, have you ever...
Well, I know her husband through... Like, I didn't know her husband before.
Okay.
Like, by tweeting and stuff, and her husband being a Howard Stern fan and whatnot.
Have you ever consulted with her? Have you ever gone to her and asked her to do a reading? Or
no.
If that were the case, what are you hoping to find out? Do you have any interest in your own personal life of maybe using her skills and finding out some information that you never got to find out?
Probably my half-brother, who I never knew, who passed away on me. You know, it was my dad had a get-together, an affair before he married my mom, and he had a kid, and that person killed themselves. So I was always curious about that. What happened there? You know, that's one of my big curiosities.
Being a skeptical person, do you have any assumptions about how she does it, how she's able to connect, or do you think she? Is there a possibility that she has psychic powers, in your opinion?
I think the way she operates, I've never seen it before. I've seen a lot of mediums. There are a lot of skeptics out there. There are a lot of go-to questions. I primarily know the fundamentals and how it works and how some people can get away with it. But based on how she specifically can pinpoint things, makes me really curious about her. That's what makes her stand out, that she's exceptional to this.
Sal went to my old hometown, Roosevelt, Long Island.
Oh, yeah?
Which I can't even believe. And he stopped off on his way home and did some interviews with people, like trying to ask him, hey, did you know Howard Stern grew up here? They don't even want to know about that.
Nobody wanted you?
The black folks in Roosevelt did not want to hear about it. Hey, Sal, was it freaky when you were there or what? It's a pretty bad neighborhood, man.
I grew up in Bayshore. You got me beat tenfold.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got everyone beat.
But for the most part, everybody was pretty nice. You know, we just went in front of a bodega. And
bodega. I grew up in a neighborhood with a bodega.
There's a guy who shows up with Italian shoes. He pulls out of his shoddy van, and you know that the lock that you use when a door doesn't work. It's just like that clip with the hook.
Yeah.
That's what he used to close the door in his van. So he comes out with these Italian shoes that are covered in raccoon fur, and he's trying to sell it to the Indian guy behind the counter. It was pretty wild.
You mean there were actual stores in business?
Somewhat.
But they're all burned out, right?
There was a laundromat next door, and the lady went inside the laundromat to smoke.
And you can't tell anybody what the rules are.
Oh, no.
You will get so fucking beaten and shot.
I swear to God, Howard, I had a nightmare that night. I really did. It was really, really scary.
I had a nightmare every night.
There was a great moment where we were in the meeting, and somebody came up with this idea, and Richard goes, well, we should go out and ask people if they want to get a statue erected in the town square. I go, town square? There's no fucking town square.
The whole town is 1 square mile. There's no square anywhere.
Howard, I know I said this before, but I grew up in the next town, which was not a great town.
No.
But that bridge to the Southern State. If you went over that bridge, it was like Escaped from New York. Like if you went over that bridge, you were not going to get out with your bicycle or anything.
Imagine going.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I had friends. Their parents wouldn't let them visit me on their bicycles. My friend Lou would actually ride his bike over.
He's crazy.
Brave kid. Brave.
I remember I'd ride my bike to Baldwin, and it was like, oh, freedom, Baldwin. I was so jealous that he lived in Baldwin in a white neighborhood.
In fact, there were ways to get to other parts of Long Island, and you could go through Roosevelt, and we would take the long way around. You know what I mean? You wouldn't go through Roosevelt.
Yeah, no. I went through Roosevelt because I lived there. My house was there.
You didn't go through. You stopped.
Yeah, I stopped.
Or you go through.
People are like, hey, wait, there's a car with white people stopping in Roosevelt.
I love that. Out of all the places on Long Island, your mother moves you to 1 square mile, the worst square
mile.
mile.
She moved there. It was not bad.
It wasn't? No.
Yeah. Our town was just bad. It was impoverished.
Yeah.
And when you're the only white family, it's like like no one, everyone was like so fucked up. They wouldn't beat up white kids from all the white neighborhoods. They just beat up me because I was conveniently there.
Yeah, why go? Why go anywhere else?
Like, we got a white kid.
One.
Yeah, lucky me. I was that guy.
The buses don't stop in the white neighborhoods.
Hey, what's this bit that you're pitching at the writing meeting all the time?
What?
That I mean, it's disgusting.
Splooge.
Oh, yeah,
you should pitch that.
You pitch it to Rob. Tell Robin what you want to do on the air. We have a writing meeting on Thursday, and Sal gets up and pitches, as everyone does. He's been pitching this same thing over and over.
Well, you know the TV show Splash?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I came up with the idea called Splooge. And what it would be is that we would line up all the guys, like in bathroom stalls, and the first guy who could drop his load the quickest wins. Who's the guy who could splooge the quickest?
Where would you suggest we're going to do? I mean, like...
You know what happened? One day I was...
Like, I'm going to go beat off with the rest of you guys and see who can come the fastest?
Yeah.
And, like, how would
Weren't you looking forward to that? Didn't you get excited when you heard that?
I mean, first of all, who thinks that they want to do that?
I think it would be
How
great.
How fast do you think you could blow a load?
In under 2 minutes.
Under 2?
Yeah, I think so.
Howard, in the
But
meeting,
that's not a tribute.
in the meeting, Sal said, from just the way we were sitting, doing nothing, from flaccid to finishing, he thought he could do it in 90 seconds.
Oh, my God. There's a guy who hasn't gotten laid in years.
That's what I'm saying. It means you're not getting any.
You think you could stand in a booth while all the guys are there, like in a stall?
Not looking at the guys, right?
Yeah, right.
We'd all
In a
be
stall.
lined up.
And you're saying you could beat off to completion in 90 seconds.
I think so. I think I could beat everybody.
Wow.
I think I could complete. I think I could.
Now,
splooge
where did you
first.
envision we do that? Because you know we can't do that here. It's serious.
Maybe Richard's apartment.
Oh.
Hey, sure. I don't care.
You know, to make it
With
harder
the
to raise.
gerbil looking at you.
Can you think of something more disgusting?
To raise the stakes, maybe we should just do it side by side, everybody. It would be hard to get
Can
in
you
the
ever
record.
come up with something sort of cerebral that we could do that where people go, hey, wow, that's really witty?
Yeah, I've done that too, but you have to, you have to think outside the box.
You certainly do. Yeah.
And did you see Teresa Caputo was on Dr. Oz?
Oh, dude, this he's hung up on the
this
Long Island medium.
Island medium. Yeah.
After that girl, Sylvia Brown,
right,
who's one of the most famous psychics, because that fucking moron Montel Williams would have her on all the time, and people would assume that because Montel's having her on that she knows something.
Right.
Did you not hear that tape that we posted on Mildred?
Yes.
So after you hear the tape of somebody who, and you hear Amazing Randy talking about how psychics are all fake.
Right.
And how Sylvia Brown told that woman whose little girl they just found was dead.
And the woman died.
Yeah.
But
before
that's not,
this child was
That's
found.
not Teresa Caputo, Robin. That's the thing.
Oh, God.
There are frauds. There are frauds
dude.
in every.
Dude, are you
every
fucking
forum.
insane?
Howard,
How do you not have a brain?
Do you respect Dr. Oz?
No.
You don't?
Not if he had her on.
He did a brain scan, and when she went into her readings, Howard, her brain completely
Shame
changed.
on you, Dr. Oz.
No, don't say that.
Who is Dr. Oz? Is that one of Oprah's retards?
Yes. That's the only pic she's ever found that's decent.
Oh, here's a picture of Sal with the Long Island medium. And Richard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's like, who's that? Her husband?
Yeah.
No, he's happy. He's happy as can be.
He loves you. He dressed as you for Halloween.
Yeah, I bet.
Larry Caputo.
Yeah. I wonder if, like, when they're in bed with each other, does she still pretend to be a medium, like even with him, or do they sit there and like?
Well, they claim that's why the whole family's on the show. That she does this constantly. That she never comes out of this mode.
Do you think like she's kind of even convinced herself that she's really a medium, or does she confide in the husband and go, look, man, we do this another 2 years. Get the fuck out of town, you know what I mean? We get that idiot Sal to get us on the Stern Show, and and then that's
And we'll
it.
clean up and get out.
Her claim is that she doesn't even know how she does it.
Yeah, well, I know how she does it.
All righty. But I still believe in Teresa. I think she can prove you wrong, Howard. She's quite amazing. I mean, I've seen her at Rustberry where ZZ Top will be on Wednesday.
Yeah,
and
well,
Again, has she ever done a reading on you?
No, and to tell you the truth, I really don't want one.
Yeah,
You
might
Why
find
not?
Out,
there's things
you might find out what a moron it is.
I don't know. I think she would. She's an amazing woman.
Bye.
All
Okay,
right.
good.
All right.
Well, we have our differences.
All right. Hopefully we could get
She
her
might
on.
be an amazing woman, but she's not psychic.
Oh, she's amazing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sal, with your psychic.
Salvatore.
Hey.
How did you manage to go from a segment where Howard was proud of you to one where he's back to thinking you're a moron? In a
Very
matter of
simple.
minutes?
I opened my mouth. He's proud of me when I'm not in the studio, doing my work, putting it together, playing it, praising. Then I come in, I open my mouth, and the tides turn, and I walk out being a vegetable, the biggest dupe in the world.
So why continue?
But still a proud employee.
True.
Of the Howard Stern Show.
Why continue to fight for this woman? Why is it? It hardly seems worth it.
She was on. Look, she was on Dr. Oz. Don't you dare laugh at that. Scientific proof. They did brain scans on her brain when she was doing these readings, and Dr. Oz himself has said, along with a neurologist that studies the human mind, who confirmed that he's never seen anything like this.
But don't you
it's
see
a
that,
phenomenon.
Don't you see that all these people have something to gain from being
A lot
on
of people
TV,
do, yes.
And it kind of cuts into their legitimacy, the fact that they're...
If somebody has a gift, take advantage of it if it's a gift. If somebody knows how to juggle, he joins a circus. If somebody's a great broadcaster, he joins Sirius XM. If somebody, for example, would be a great medium, they may want to take advantage of that talent as well and venture out into the entertainment industry. It doesn't make them a bad person. Yet, on the flip side, there are a lot of people who take advantage of people like Sylvia Brown, which makes it harder on people like Teresa Caputo.
Why is she the real deal? Why isn't she a Sylvia Brown? Because of brain scans on a TV show?
That, and from what I've witnessed it live. And again, I could be wrong, but I would love for her to sit down and show Howard and perhaps the staff what she does and perhaps change their mind on at least what her personally, is capable of doing.
If in fact she's shown to be a fraud, what would that do to you?
Nothing.
Would you be angry with her? Would you?
No, Howard's already called me an idiot and a vegetable and a dupe, so if I'm wrong, I've already taken the beating. I'm carrying the scars already. So if she were right, it would be great. But if she's wrong, it would be just another I told you so moment. Like Howard said on the air, he goes, everything goes right for you until you start thinking on your own.
And I'm here to do the Joan Rivers Show. What? Rosie O'Donnell here to do the Howard Stern Show live in person for the very first time. Miracles happen.
Oh, Rosie, you excited?
Very
time.
excited.
You've called in before, right?
I've called in, but I'm actually showing up in person.
And what are you going to be talking about today?
Probably sex, knowing him.
And you're cool with that?
Honey, whatever he dishes, I'm going to take.
Awesome. Sounds like it'll be good, man.
For him, any topic is on topic.
Rosie O'Donnell called into the show once. Now she's here live. I'm excited about that.
Did you ever think this would happen?
No, I didn't. I like it. I told you. I started really digging Rosie when she came out of the closet. You know me. I'm like such an honest broadcaster that I felt Rosie should not be
in the closet.
In the closet. And when she came out of the closet,
it's just your world, and whatever you want should be.
I'm somehow related to her. I thought that she was very honest. I think it's very brave to come out of the closet, especially when you have a huge mega career like she does. Let's face it. There's Rosie.
What? Where? What?
Oh, that was Gary. Sorry, Rosie.
I was going to say she lost her looks.
Rosie's here promoting America, which will premiere this Saturday night at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. And I suggest you watch the TV show. I really liked it.
Well,
hey,
she's
Rosie.
not as tall as I thought.
Not bad studio. You never saw a radio guy with a studio like that.
I've never seen a TV person with a studio like this.
Nice to see you, Rosie.
With the Robocam. Hi.
Yeah, 5 Robocams.
And lots of people behind me.
You've got Fred,
yeah,
you've got Benji, you got Artie.
And why is Robin in a bulletproof boot?
Robin is in a bulletproof booth.
I often say things that get me into trouble.
You know why, Rosie? Because Robin, when we first started working together, we worked at a radio station where we were separated by glass. That's just how it was set up.
Yeah.
And it became very comfortable. She could work behind the glass and not interfere with what I was doing, and I didn't interfere with what she was doing. And we became...
And it also became, like there's a very male atmosphere.
And this is the testosterone protection
And
zone.
that is what this is. This is the dome of testosterone protection.
It wasn't so male when we first started.
Yes, it was.
It was?
It was sort of like a locker room, and rather than being a part of it, I could just observe it and not interfere.
You don't like the smell of a locker room?
I hate the smell of a locker room.
It's so beautiful.
It's a little bit like a toll booth thing here. You know, you're the toll booth collector, protected.
If you feel unsafe, go sit with Robin
Okay.
in the booth.
I may do that. I'll
and
let
you'll
you
be
know.
fine. You just stop drinking? You
Yeah.
don't drink any alcohol?
No.
Because I know we were thinking of
Was
going out
that-
to dinner, but I don't think that's going to be fun if you're not drinking.
Was that a problem?
Well, you know, I didn't drink for about 8 or 9 years in my 20s. And then...
Me neither.
Really?
Never occurred to me to drink.
Same with me. And
Yeah.
I was sort of like, I just worked. That's all I did was work.
My whole focus was work. I said, why would someone waste time drinking?
Okay, so then, you know, when I was 30, I started drinking, like, beer at clubs. And then, you know, about 3-4 months ago, my oldest son, who was about to turn 14, I said, hey, can you get me a beer? Because he loves to open, you know, the thing.
Right.
And he goes, no.
Wow.
I go,
It
what?
upset him.
I said, why? He goes, I think you're drinking too much beer lately. I go, since when? He goes, about 6 months.
Ooh.
I said, wow. I go, you know, when I was 20, I didn't drink at all for like 9 years. He goes, you should try that again.
Do you think you were drinking too much?
Yeah.
Why do you think you were drinking so much?
I think a little bit it started during The View, which is sort of like a joke, but not really. But I think it did. Like, you know, I would, that's when I think I would notice there was an upkick in the drinking.
See, I never understood you with your relationship with your TV shows.
Yeah.
Like something really gets to you when you have a successful TV show. It drives you crazy in a sense.
Well, I only had one, really.
Well, yeah, okay, so you left that show.
Yeah.
And then even with The View, I never thought it would work out on The View because I don't see you playing with 4 other women. I see you as the lead singer.
Oh, that's sweet.
And there's too many. You really didn't need them to function. In other words, they got in your way.
Well, you know, it was somebody, you know, Barbara asked me, and I thought, well, okay, let's try it for a year.
Right.
Stick my toe back in the fame pool, see if I wanted to go swimming, and, you know, see how it would work out. And we all watched how it worked out.
See, I always thought fame was really super important to you. And then when you suddenly said, okay, I'm coming out of the closet, which was a big, big move for you because that had to be what's scarier, going up on stage doing stand-up the first time or coming out of the closet when you have all of America on your side, hit television show, sponsors up the wazoo, and you don't even know what's going to happen if you come out of the closet? Which is scarier?
The truth is, Howard, that I was already way, way, way successful. I had enough money.
Right.
I was in the safe zone. You know, I didn't do it at a time when it was a threat to my career. But when I was starting that show in '96, nobody talked about being gay.
No.
Ellen was not out. Will and Grace was not on the air.
That's right.
Nobody would even ask me in interviews. It was something that the press sort of ignored. And then, you know, in the last 10, 15 years, it's been a total change in gay awareness and the gay movement, gay rights, everything. And when I did come out, it was because of the foster kid that I had that we weren't allowed to adopt.
Right.
And I thought that was a good enough reason. You know, I didn't want to just have an announcement, oh, by the way, I'm gay. But when I took the job in '95, I told them that I would do it for 5 years and then I would quit.
What's scarier, going up? Well, how old were you when you first went up on a stand-up stage?
16.
16?
Yeah.
Kid from Long Island?
Yeah.
And what gave you the confidence to do that?
I did a show in Colmac High School South, the Senior Follies, where you make fun of the teachers. And one kid, a year younger than me, his older brother, Richie Minervini, owned the East Side Comedy Club.
Yeah, I know that guy.
He came over to me and he said, you should be a stand-up comic. And I'm like, nah, I want to be an actress. I want to be on Broadway.
You mean you were that good at getting up and making fun of the teachers?
Yeah, we did sort of Saturday Night Live skits.
Right.
And I would do Rosanna Dana.
Wow.
And I would, you know, make fun of the teachers and I wrote the whole show.
Wow. And so you said, hey, maybe I could go up on stage and do stand-up comedy when everyone said how great you were at this.
Yeah.
And where do you go to do that? At Minervini's place?
I went to Minervini's place.
And you walk up on the stage and you had what? You'd written material down?
No, I saw Merv Griffin the day before and Jerry Seinfeld was on.
Right.
And I remembered his act.
You did Jerry's act?
Not only his act, I did his inflection.
Everything.
I was like...
You were the Jerry Seinfeld experience in a sense.
I walked on stage and I'm 16. I'm like, so I'm driving here and on the car stalls. I'm opening the hood and I'm looking for... What am I looking for? A big on-off switch? On-off? I'm thinking, hey.
Great.
Like, I even did his I'm thinking, hey, you know. And, of course, I killed. And I came off stage, and all the comics were in their little wolf pack like they are. They're like, where'd you get those jokes? I said, Jerry Seinfeld on Merv Griffin. They're like, you can't do that. I'm like, why not?
First of all, don't admit it.
Well, I didn't know. I thought it was like a song.
That's
Streisand didn't
great.
write her song.
No, but that's so great that the comics, knew probably that she got it from there, and they expect her to lie. And she's like, no, I got it.
No, this is where I'm very honest.
Well, I saw it. I was like, well, those are funny. I'll just say that.
So people came down on you for using Jerry Seinfeld's act, and then you said, oh, I better go home and what? Write down an act? You had to go create an act.
Well, I sat at the bar with them, and they're like, you have to just talk about your own life. You can't just talk about somebody else's material. And I was like, well, that's crap, because Streisand, I had all these analogies of music. So then they said, well, come back tomorrow and try it yourself. And so I went back, and they let me MC. And I just learned from doing, MC and talking about my own sort of family life and,
When did you start to feel really famous? After, you had that show on VH1? You used to do the stand-up on VH1 for a while. Did you start to feel like you were really getting famous, that you were becoming a big star at that point? Or was it when you...
It was in '84 when I was discovered at the Eastside Comedy Club by Ed McMahon's daughter, who was in the audience and came over to me and said, my dad's Ed McMahon, and I'm going to put you on Star Search. And I was like, yeah, right. And I was still living at home with my dad.
You did Star Search?
Yes, the second year.
Did you win?
No.
Isn't that weird? Who were you up against?
Who won your year?
Who won? Jackie Martling?
No, no, but I've known Jackie since I'm 16.
Right.
But a guy won named John Cassier. But the year that I was on, it was me and Sinbad. We're in the finals.
Right.
And
Wow.
he and I both didn't win, and this guy, John Cassier, won. But I made like 30 grand, which to me was more money than I could imagine.
Right.
I moved to L.A.
Right.
And I started doing stand-up at the clubs there and going on the road. And at the time, I was like an opening act. And after Star Search, I got to headline. Now, headline where? Young Bonkers in San Antonio.
Right. Did you think you were going to be big? Did you think you'd be a big star?
But not at stand-up. I thought I
No.
would be a Broadway person. I thought I
No
would
kidding.
Be, yeah.
Like a funny sort of actress doing a role in South Pacific or something, right?
Exactly. Like the goal, of course, was always Streisand, but knowing that I couldn't sing,
Yeah.
I thought I would, do some sort of, Broadway, Maureen Stapleton kind of career.
And now that you think about it, with all the things you've done, maybe being a Broadway actress would be the most boring thing in the world because you'd have to do the same thing over and over and over again.
Actually, it's been the most fun part of show business for me.
Yeah, because she's done Broadway, you know.
Yeah, I know you've done it, but
Yeah.
but you don't do it for long. You kind of bail out after a while because you get bored.
I did Grease for a year, which, believe me, was very taxing. But to do a Broadway show, there's nothing like it in show business. You do a movie and you're there for a month, 2 months. The longest film I ever did was League of Their Own, which was 3 months. And
That's where you become friends with Madonna.
Yes.
And you're still friends with her.
Yes.
Is that difficult for you?
No, but it was at the beginning because I remember she was friendly with Sandra when I was on VH1 as a VJ. And I
Right.
remember thinking to myself, how can you be friends with her?
What, with Sandra Bernhard?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I remember Sandra was friends with Madonna, and I
Right.
kept thinking, how could Sandra be friends with Madonna? How do you connect to Madonna? It was like Elvis. It was
Right.
like too big of a person. But the day before I met her, and I didn't know I was going to meet her at the movie set, I went to see Truth or Dare.
Right.
And I saw that she was at the grave of her mom, and it had her mom's name, which is her own name.
Right.
And that's the same situation for me. And so when I met her, Penny said to me, tomorrow Madonna's going to come in. If you make her funny, then she'll do the movie, so try to do good.
Oh, my goodness.
And I was
What
like, not a lot of pressure. Exactly right.
It all falls on your shoulders.
So she walks in, and I said, hey, I saw your movie yesterday. My mom died when I was 10, and I have the same name, and I totally related to it, and we became sort of sisters at the moment.
But Madonna's brother describes that even when she had a group of people over once, I think you were included, and you all played Truth or Dare kind of game, and Madonna would purposely ask questions where everyone would sort of kiss her ass, in the sense that she would say, who do you want to kiss most in the room? And everyone knew that it would be Madonna. Everyone wanted to kiss Madonna, that she is so the focus. She is so the star. And you're a big star in your own right. It doesn't get competitive between the two of you?
Not at all, and I don't think that Christopher's recollections are really accurate.
Oh, I don't think they're accurate at all.
I don't remember
He
ever.
sounded really bitter.
He had his own
and
But he was fun to interview.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
But, I've known her for a very long time, as long as I've known him. And he was always around at the beginning. And, I never remember playing Truth or Dare with her once.
You never kissed her?
Never. Ever.
Really?
Never. Ever.
I can't believe it.
And you know what? Other people sort of have said that to me, too, which I always find shocking. Like, people say, oh, well, you had sex with Madonna. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
But Madonna dabbles. She will go with women and men.
Listen, she is a beautiful, sexually, actively healthy woman, and she, is a world icon and sex symbol, and she can have sex with anyone she wants to.
Is she disappointed that you are not into Kabbalah?
I actually am into Kabbalah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Now you're Jewish?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
Wow.
No, I have. There's a woman named Ruthie for about 6 years that I study with. About once a week for months and months at a time, and I've done a lot of different spiritual practices in my life. But
And you like Kabbalah?
well, I don't go to I don't go to the center. I don't go.
You don't?
No.
What do you practice?
Sandra Bernhardt told me recently that she went and she got a little fed up because Madonna brought A-Rod, and A-Rod was holding the Torah.
Torah, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
She said it got too weird for her.
Well, in Israel, I went to Israel for Rosh Hashanah about 2 years ago, and there were a lot of celebrities up on holding the Torah, and I thought the same thing. I'm not really sure if those guys are the most. I don't know, but maybe it's me.
Yeah.
But,
So you consider yourself Jewish now?
No.
You're not going to convert?
It's not actually associated with Judaism, which is shocking. Even though it's the study of the Zohar, which is the mystical interpretation of the Torah.
But how do you practice? You don't go to the center. I mean, what do you do?
You don't practice. You study.
You study.
Yeah,
okay.
you study.
And Kelly, she's involved in this as well?
She's a Buddhist.
She's a Buddhist.
That's what she studies. Buddhism.
So it's a mixed marriage.
Kind of, yeah.
But they took away your marriage, didn't they?
The initial
Or
people.
can they?
They did, actually. The people who were married first, by Gavin Newsom in San Francisco when he did that, when it all started, we went and did that.
I remember it. I was very pleased with you that you stood up and you got married and you made it very public, and it was really kind of exciting that you did that.
Yeah, you know what happened? Truthfully, we were watching TV and the war had just started, and there was a break special announcement, and I thought, oh my God, we've lost a whole troop, a whole platoon. What happened?
Right.
And he said, I just want to say that we're going to make an amendment to stop those gays from getting married. And I was so livid that I said to her, get a plane ticket, we're going to get married. She's like, all right. That was it. It was in response to, what appeared to me to be the most gross art of distraction that any president ever tried, and to debase the people. And I just thought, if you want to count the people who are standing in line, who are guests, somebody famous needs to do it. And then I thought, well, I'm famous, I'll do it.
Were you devastated when your marriage was taken away? And was Kelly devastated?
Kelly was.
She was?
Yes, but I had expected it. When we got married, I knew that it was in some ways an act of civil disobedience, in that it was not legal for gay people to get married.
It's very frustrating.
Yes.
Because you got married.
Right.
And it looked like there was change about to happen.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden everybody got all freaked out.
Yeah.
And took it away.
Right.
And once you have something and they take it away from you, it's devastating.
Well, she gave me on my birthday our marriage certificate framed, and it's in our house, and the kids love it, and it's, and then when the annulment little letter came, she was
they actually sent a letter?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
wow.
It's like, in case you think you're married, you're not.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen here, asshole.
Yeah,
no, it's dear
we got
lesbos.
news for you.
You lesbos are not married.
Yeah, no matter what you think. But
wow.
It really did upset her, and I was like, listen, honey, it's not going to happen overnight.
Why do we always read, I mean, I don't know, why do we always read that your marriage is in trouble, your relationship with Kelly's in trouble? Why are we always hearing that? Is there any...
Where do you read it?
Inquirer stuff, tabloid stuff, and I know most of that stuff's not true, but...
I've never read that.
I didn't read it either, but I've heard people say it.
Yeah, that your marriage is always in trouble, that you're either getting bored or she's getting bored or something's going wrong.
Everybody's bored.
Oh.
Yeah. well, that's true.
With 4 kids, we are bored.
Is it hard to be...
All we do is play Boggle and Bananagrams.
But isn't it hard to keep any kind of romance going with Kelly if you, in fact, have 4 kids? I mean, it's almost impossible, right?
It is, but she's the reason, I think, that we've stayed together. She's the reason that we still, have interest in each other and alone time, where she schedules time just for us to go away.
Date night kind of thing?
Well, yes, but date night away from the house, because date night with 4 kids in a house is not ever a date night.
If you didn't have that, and you being Rosie O'Donnell, big star, don't you think that maybe you would stray, that you'd say, hey, I have to go find romance somewhere, I need that spark?
No.
You do not think that would happen?
Because I told you when I was on the phone, which I don't know if you believed me, that I am not a very sexually...
I don't believe you.
I know you don't, but
I know that you used to have something going on at the Four Seasons.
That's what you said,
orgied.
which I think is so funny.
I had always assumed that you orgied with tons of women. That you had a wild life.
He would tell me.
It's so crazy.
Rosie has the hottest women.
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say this. I don't even like to be naked, like with Kelly. Like I turn the lights off in the shower. The thought of an orgy. The closest thing to an orgy ever was I went to once. Madonna's sex party when she had the sex book.
Right.
She had the opening premiere party.
And she's naked.
There were people naked, including she was. I think her top was off. But that to me was the most wild sexual thing that had ever happened to me.
Did you feel compelled to get nude with other people there?
Howard, I don't get nude easily.
Right.
No, trust me.
You have a bad body concept. You're overweight and you feel, I don't want anyone to look at me.
I don't really identify myself as a sexual being, which is a weird thing, and my shrink works on it with me. But I don't think of it. And when someone is kind of flirting or kind of, coming on to me, I don't even usually know it.
Do you think that's why you hold on to your weight, that it keeps you from being sexual? It keeps you from being...
I think it's definitely one of the reasons.
I'll tell you, I relate to that completely. I do.
Yeah.
Why, that's with your weight?
Yeah, I
know
think
he won't even take his socks
You're
off.
making yourself unattractive.
I understand what she's saying, because sometimes you feel insecure and then you don't want to, you know what I mean? And then the weight thing is like a way to go, well, look, you don't feel like being intimate. Look, when I get thinner, maybe we'll do something, or it's weird.
Yeah, well, once I did, I went on Diet Center, which is one of these many ridiculous things that you can try, and I got down to like a size 12 or 11, like jeans tucked in with a belt.
Was that when you did the Gary Marshall movie? I remember you got thin for that one where you played the dominatrix and all that.
It was right around there. It was actually a little thinner than that, and I stopped to go to the Improv at a gas station, self-serve, and the guys, nice-looking guys, came out to help me with the gas. Now, that had never happened to me before in my life. And I remember, being overwhelmed, and they was really kind. Where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm a comic. I'm going to the Improv. And, oh, really? Let me do your windows for you. I was like, what the hell is happening here?
What's this world?
Guys are hitting on you.
And then I stopped at Baskin-Robbins on the way to the Improv, and without even really realizing it until later,
But you have a fear of men.
Too much
you had bad experience. You were molested as a child?
Yes.
Yeah. So that would make sense in a way. You don't want attention from men.
Yes, but although I know many women who are sexually abused who are not gay.
Right.
So I don't know that
but maybe the weight keeps. But I don't know. I can't figure it. Because for me, you're a very disciplined person.
You gay. Yeah.
You are. I know if you wanted to be thin, you could be thin. I really do believe that.
Yeah.
I think you're a very disciplined person. So something's going on. You're in therapy. Something's going on with the weight that you're holding on to.
Well, what's interesting is that I have 4 very fit, healthy kids, and none of them are from my gene pool. That's number one.
Right.
But number 2 is that they're fit. They have, Kelly is sort of in control of the food in the house, and when they want a snack, I always say, ask Mommy Kelly. I'm not in control of the food. But my daughter, who's now 11 and beautiful and tall and skinny, and she said to me once, Mom, do you know that you could look different?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yes. She goes, you really could. And it totally struck me. I was like, she's noticing it. And last week we were in Miami.
Do you think she's embarrassed?
I think that probably. It's not because I'm famous, you get a lot of leeway. I think if I was just the average mom, perhaps, but when we went to the beach in Miami recently, which I don't like to do, to go to the beach with them because all the paparazzi and the suit. And
constantly. I don't even know how you live in Miami.
Well, we never leave the house usually.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah. But I went to the beach with them, and my son was making a sandcastle, my older son, and I was going in the water with the other 3, and I had a T-shirt over my suit, and I said, Park, I'm going to leave the T-shirt here, okay? Because he was near the shore. And he goes, why? I said, well, because I didn't want to walk from the blanket with my bathing suit, and I'll leave it here, and then when I get out, I'll grab the T-shirt. And he goes, Mom, when are you going to just accept your body? That's how you are. Everyone knows that's how you are. It's okay. Just go in the water.
These kids are brilliant.
Well, your kids sound really
teaching
together.
me,
I wish my kids would teach me something.
Yeah, I can see why you have kids.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I almost feel like, what an idiot that I should be teaching them to love, but I don't, I'm not there, like you say.
Is Kelly comfortable with her body?
Totally, but she's fit and thin, and she plays tennis every day.
Would she walk around the house nude? I mean, not when the kids are there, but would she walk around the bedroom naked with the lights on and the whole thing?
Yes,
she
without thinking about it.
I like that.
Yeah. yeah, she would. And I always say to her, sometimes I'm like, oh, honey, why you like me? I'm so fat. And she's always like, have we ever had one issue with me not being attractive? I'm like, I know, but honey, you could have such a gorgeous girlfriend. She's like, please, don't. Like, how I perceive me is not how necessarily other people do,
Sometimes I think, too, it's like, well, I understand the way, especially knowing a little bit about how you grew up.
Yeah.
I think there is a protectiveness there.
Yeah.
You don't want that kind of sexual attention.
Yeah.
You really don't.
Right. And there are 5 O'Donnell children, and all of us are overweight.
Really?
Yes.
So you think this...
All right, now extrapolate with your theory.
I think...
Well, yeah.
I think they lost their mother when they were young. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm having my own problems, believe me.
Right.
I'm at that shrink 3 days a week, and I'm really confused.
Is it helping at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm a better father.
That's great.
I do think I'm a little more connected with my kids and able to empathize more.
I think
you have a good relationship now.
And I have a good relationship with them.
I saw you with them at a restaurant once. But, I think that when my son asked me about the drinking, that what he was saying was he wanted me to be more present, to connect more.
Yes.
That's what he was saying, and so...
Was it hard to give up the beer?
No.
No.
Not really. I mean, truthfully, I would. I don't have one. If I'm at home at night and I'm gonna have a beer, I'll have 4, and it affects the weight tremendously. And if you have depression issues, it's totally the worst thing to do. So
do you medicate yourself? Do you take medication for your depression?
I do.
You do. What do you take?
Effexor.
Effexor.
Mm-hmm.
Artie, there's one you're not on.
What are you on, Artie?
She's on heroin.
No, heroin's not good.
No.
What do you take?
I realize heroin's not an antidepressant.
He's off prescription.
I'm not a moron.
Yeah.
Years ago, I had issues, and Paxil helped me out a lot. But I haven't been on an antidepressant in a while. Lately, I've been thinking about going on one, and I haven't been. The last time I took Paxil was probably a decade ago, so I know they've made a lot of advancements and stuff.
Yeah.
But I remember that they said the worst thing to do with an antidepressant is to drink.
Correct.
On any level,
Yes.
So you got to make a decision either way.
Right.
I don't know. Effexors work for you?
It has worked for me, and it's a low dose, and
Right.
it also helps with hot flashes, which I don't think you have.
Are you going through menopause?
Yes, honey.
Now, how is this affecting you?
Oh, dear Lord. And I don't think women ever talk about it. How old are
Robin
you,
does.
Robin?
Don't ask my age.
Well, black don't crack. There's no way to guess.
It's
Look
hard
at
to
you.
tell.
How
She's
old?
good.
64.
No, but
That's
you're
right.
not. You're what are you?
Tell the
My age?
truth, Robin.
47?
I don't know. Oh, God, I'm so much
No.
older
You're
than
older
you.
than me?
Oh, she's way older than
Okay,
you.
well, mine started at 41, and my show was over when I was 40, so I'm in bed at 41, and I wake up, and the baby now is like 2, Vivian. I go, oh, God, she must have peed in the bed.
Right.
The bed's soaked, and I look around, there's no baby. There's just me.
The whole bed was wet.
Oh, my God, drenched like,
I think I'm going through menopause.
Maybe
You're
you could be.
drenching the bed now?
I'm always
a night
drenched.
sweat on you?
Do you remember Albert Brooks in Broadcast News? That's what it was like. Like,
Sweat.
just
Sweat
everywhere.
everywhere.
And it lasted like probably 3 years, and it was unbelievable. Some nights I would sleep with Ziploc bags full of ice on my neck, my head, and my chest.
How does this affect you sexually? You weren't a very sexual person, and I've even said to Robin started using KY when
I
she
did not.
You
I
did
lied
too.
to you. We
You're
weren't
lying
even
now.
having sex. I was just lying.
You don't use KY?
No.
Since
A
menopause?
little
Never
KY
have.
goes a long way for anyone, is my opinion.
You will use KY.
I'm just saying that if you're in the mood, it sometimes is helpful.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't even know what you and Kelly are doing, but you need KY
It's
for
probably pretty similar to what you're doing.
it. Does Kelly get upset when you need KY? Does she feel that she's less of a woman, that she is not turning you
Well,
on?
with 2 women, there's not that much of a need for KY unless
Okay.
you're, really going to go into the whole 9-yard acrobatics. Let's use the trapeze, sweetie. But
You're talking
no,
about
she would-
strap-ons, that kind of thing?
Well, whatever kind of thing you might use to pleasure yourself or another.
Really?
Yeah.
Strap-on? You do not use a strap-on. I don't see it.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Interesting.
I don't think you need it.
That's funny.
I think you can turn a woman on with your tongue and your hands.
Wow, Howard, I love that your opinion of me is the sexually crazed.
I've heard things about you.
I know, but you've heard it from a lying
I've heard
bellman
all
at the
lies.
Four Seasons. I
Yeah.
wish I knew who that guy was because I'd tip him. That's a fantastic rumor to spread about. No, I thought he would tell you like she ate the whole minibar again. You know what I mean? Like, he's telling you got models in there who are naked.
Oh, you have no idea how great your sex life is and what I've heard.
I would, I wish it was true.
I want to know
think
how
it's-
much
do
of
you
this
think
you
it-
have to tip that guy to get him to say that shit about me.
Do you think it's important to you to have famous friends? I feel like all your friends are famous.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I
Like
think
who?
of Madonna and that whole crew, and I feel like you know, I don't know.
My 2 best friends are Jeannie and Jackie. They've been my friends since kindergarten.
Oh, so
and
you
Jackie lives like 15 minutes from me, and she's actually tutoring my son.
in Florida?
No, we live in Nyack, New York.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they go to school there in Nyack.
I thought you lived in Miami.
We have a movie star home there.
Yeah.
That we go on vacation. So I only want to go there for vacation, and Kelly wants to travel. So normally I'll take the kids to Miami, and she'll take one at a time to Europe or somewhere that she wants to go, because I have no desire to go to Europe or anything.
Right.
Please.
It'd be horrible.
I'm like, we have a whole house there with a jet ski. What's the point?
I don't want to see
someone
anything.
else's schmutz.
And what are you going to see? Old stuff?
A ruin? What's the point? It's ruined. You know?
So my psychiatrist says to me that there's something wrong with me, that I'm afraid to go to these
They
places.
say that to me too.
I am too. I don't really want to see
You have
other
no
worlds.
interest in other cultures where you came from or your ancestors came
Listen,
from?
I read a lot of books. I've read all of the books on Ireland. I
There
read
you go.
everything. I watch documentaries, but
and
do
it
I?
doesn't occur to you, you want to see the White Cliffs of Dover.
Well, what I did, I actually went to Ireland. After my mother died, my father took all 5 kids to Belfast, 1973.
Ooh.
Wasn't that smart? In the middle
Great.
of the war. Thanks, Dad.
No wonder you're afraid.
That's why you don't want to go.
But for my 40th birthday, my one birthday, Kelly and I and about 6 friends rented a plane and flew to Italy. And by the time I got to the hotel, I was so nervous and upset I threw up.
Oh.
Wow.
That's how unsettling it was.
Well, you see, I think you're like me in this sense. That my mother I used to sit at her feet, and she would say to me, you know, your grandmother, she was wiped out by the Nazis, her whole family, Germany. All the kids died. All of the relatives died. They came, they banged on her house, and they took them off to Auschwitz and killed them. And then she'd go, we're going to Europe. Would you like to come with us?
Yeah,
I go,
no.
what are you, crazy?
That's where it
Europe, that's
started.
where I'm going to get gassed. I'm
Now,
not
wait,
going to do that.
your actual grandmother died in the
No, my real, it was like a step-grandmother.
Oh,
I've
okay.
had many grandmothers.
You have?
Yes. But
because I've read a lot of books about people our age who were raised by Holocaust survivors.
yes, and you're more scared than actual people who've gone through the Holocaust.
Yeah.
I mean, the stories I would hear, I mean, who would want to even venture outside? I like sitting in the house.
That's what I like. I'm
Me
like,
too.
why should we go to a restaurant? They deliver.
Listen, you didn't feel protected as a kid. You're
Right,
scared.
exactly,
And you still
right.
hold on to all that
Yes.
stuff.
But I've gotten better in that I can now be in the house alone. There was a long time I couldn't be in the house by myself.
You're really good at having your own talk show. What is the problem? Is it does it fatigue you? Is that why you will not have your own talk show? I feel like you walked away from the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Yeah.
You walked off The View. That just was too much headache.
Yeah.
You tried the variety show thing, but why mess with your success? In other words, why even do a variety show? You have
Will you do
a
another
formula.
talk show?
Yeah.
Well, I had some meetings when I was in L.A. to promote this movie that last week I was in L.A. And,
right.
you know, the reason that I left was because at some point I was really bored of talking to celebrities.
Right.
And I didn't want to interview somebody who did the same exact story the night before on Letterman that I watched. And it couldn't be authentic or real for me.
Right.
And it became less and less
fun.
Exactly. And so by the time I had the guy from the soap opera I don't watch for the 10th time because we hadn't, you know, it just, I felt like I had done it. And so now if I were to go back, I would want to do it with real people. I would want to do it with actual stories that are of interest, not all heavy and not all, you know, but just to have fun.
And maybe the occasional celebrity and that kind of thing.
Talking about something other than what they're there to promote.
Maybe it's the medium. Maybe because you are so successful, you do network television. That network television doesn't really allow you a lot of leeway. There was a point in my career where they came to me, ABC, and they said, we want to make you like sort of the Barbara Walters. Before the Academy Awards, you'll interview 4 celebrities and that. I said, well, but what are the standards? How am I going to be able to really ask anybody a real question? I don't think it was me. So maybe you were thinking for a while of going on MSNBC and doing a show.
Which we were actually like 5 seconds away from
I think that would have been good because you could have done politics.
Right,
you could
I
have
would
done
have
a lot
loved
of
to do
stuff.
that. But, you know, Rachel Maddow actually took that job, and she's fantastic at it.
She is?
Yeah, have you seen it?
I haven't watched her.
No, she's really good.
Let me talk to you about this special that you're promoting. Because, first of all, so I got a copy of it. They said, you got to watch it before Rosie comes on. And for some reason, I felt like that was a homework assignment. Like,
Believe me, I remember. On my show, I used to hate when people said that. It would be hard to watch it, or I'd watch it on fast forward.
Well, you're a big enough star. I said, okay, I got to watch this. I said to Beth, we got to watch Rosie's show. I thought it was going to be some documentary or something.
Right.
I didn't know what I was in for. And even Robin reminded me, I liked your last show, so I should watch it. So I went home with Beth. Gary went home and he watched it. Excellent, A+, great show. This is a story. Rosie plays a social worker. The kid who is the black kid who's gone through the foster system.
Right.
You've met him in a diner and you put him. That's pretty bold. You're producing a show for Lifetime.
Yeah.
And you meet this kid in a diner and you just say, "Hey, you're a good-looking kid. Maybe you'll be the star of this thing."
Well, we had read 100 kids for the part. We had 3 weeks of pre-production. We got to do the movie because we piggybacked on another Lifetime movie, used their crew, and Detroit had unbelievable tax incentives for movies. So it was a one-in-a-lifetime shot, and it was right when I was supposed to be preparing for the variety show.
Right.
But I thought, I could sneak it in and do both. And we went to this diner 3 days before photography. There was this kid, and I watched how he was eating. He was very intelligent and stoic. And I said to the other producer, see that kid? That's the kind of kid that should do it. And he's like, what are you going to walk over and, just introduce yourself? And I waited until one of the people at the table looked over and said, are you Roseanne Barr? Which I said, yeah. I said,
Great.
close enough. It's close. Let me introduce myself.
Kid knows how to get a job.
That's an opening.
Yeah.
But I said to him, would you ever have any interest in, he said no. He was an engineering student, and he was about to, go to college, and he had finals, and he was totally disinterested. And I said, well, this is the number, and we're filming the last 2 kids on Friday, and then we were going to put the movie in turnaround, not do it.
Does he want to continue acting now? Does he have the bug?
Well, he's gotten such rave reviews that I think he's going to be offered a lot of work. But he got into University of Michigan, and he's applied to Harvard and waiting to hear.
Wow. And the girl who's in it, the attractive but very young girl, how old is that girl, the lead girl?
She is 15. Her name is Rachel Castro. She's from Long Island.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, this movie makes you realize one thing. They got all the, and this is what I talk about on the air all the time. You know, you got all these, you see that sickening Octomom. Yeah. She's busy having hundreds of babies. Why she can't, well, she's nuts, but why can't people sort of help out this foster care system? This is unbelievable.
Everybody wants babies, but they want their own.
I don't want to ruin the movie, but these kids, they go into foster care. 9 times they end up with a family where somebody's either abusive or sexually molesting them or something. We are so doomed. The statistic at the end of the movie says all these unwanted kids, most of them end up dead. Most of them end up in jail or homeless, right? Very few make it.
30,000 kids a year age out. When you age out, when you're 18, the state says we're done with you. We have no more services, no more therapy.
That's it? You're on your own?
Yep, no more place to live.
Wow.
In New York, it's 21.
Right.
But the rest of the country, pretty much, it's 18. And when they get out, of those 30,000 kids, 80% are homeless and jail or dead within
Doesn't
the
that
first
scare
5
the
years.
hell out of you?
It should.
Could you imagine what's running around out on the streets?
Well, remember when Nebraska had that crazy law?
Yes.
And people were driving there to give away their 13-year-olds?
Right.
It was crazy.
Yeah, that was in November when we were filming this movie,
Yeah.
actually. As soon as they passed that law, it was supposed to be for newborn babies. You could drop it off, and people were dropping off their teenagers.
Yeah.
But the movie's a real good story. It's a little bit sexual, a little bit violent. It's got something for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story of a guy who basically finds himself, but it's a really horror story that he goes through. But it's really well done. I loved
it's
it. I
very
absolutely
accurate,
loved it. I recommend it to the audience. If there's a flaw in it, there's no Spider-Man.
Yeah, we tried to get him in.
If you had fit in Spider-Man, it probably would have been the most perfect movie.
Yeah,
Did you
totally.
watch the Academy Awards?
I did.
Did you think that Sean Penn deserved the Academy Award for Milk?
Yes, I did, and I voted for him.
I agree. I believe he deserved it.
Incredible.
But Meryl Streep got robbed. Now,
You think so?
Absolutely. The movie Doubt, did you see it?
Yes.
She was the best, even though Kate Winslet was very good in her movie.
In The Reader, yeah.
Right. Did you vote for Kate Winslet?
I did not.
Who did you vote for?
Meryl Streep.
You did?
Yes.
So you agree
but,
with me?
you know, Meryl, the best part of the Oscars to me was Sophia Loren talking to Meryl Streep.
You like that?
Oh, my God. I mean, when are you ever going to see that again in your life? And Sophia with her hand on her hip, throwing her head back and talking about the majesty of is that a word? Of Meryl Streep and how unbelievable she is. And, you know, I love Meryl Streep at this age with her gorgeous daughter and sort of humble and looking down. And, you know, there'll never be anyone as good as Meryl Streep, I don't think, ever.
Why did you stop blogging on your website? What happened there? You were very good at it. You were good at updating your blog. You seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah,
you even
I
had
thought you were
video
into that.
blog. You were way into it. It was funny. Why would you stop
Because when
that?
I started it, nobody knew what a blog was. You
Right.
know, like 6 years ago, people were like, what is it? And I go and talk shows, and they're like, you just do it on the web. And all of a sudden, Blogspot was up, and then with Facebook. And it got to the point where it was no longer exciting.
It was not a novelty.
Right? And people were taking it like E.T. and all those shows and taking just a little, Rosie goes crazy. You know, and I'm like, oh, God.
You couldn't even be honest on it because it was taken out of context.
Correct. And I thought, you know, if it's going to be more of a headache than it's worth, you know.
Are you back to blogging?
Well, I'm using it now to raise money for the school I opened on 45th Street, and I'm using it to promote appearances that I'm doing. But, you know, the internal angst and what I'm feeling about the world order and what's happening in our society, it's not going to be so much on the blog anymore.
Do you have Facebook?
No.
You are not on there?
No.
I believe you will be on there.
Do you think?
I do. I think you will eventually get caught up in Twittering and Facebooking.
Well, you know, my brother, by mistake, signed me up for it. You know how if you sign up, they can go into your... All of a sudden, I was like, you are now on Facebook. And I was like, what? And I went on there, and then it's like, so-and-so's on the wall. It was like so much pressure. You know, you had to figure out where they were, and it's, what are you doing now? And
it's almost a full-time job.
That's what someone tells me, that once you get in there, it's...
Rosie, I'm being given the high sign that you have to leave.
I do?
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
I don't have to go anywhere.
You don't have to go anywhere?
No, keep
good.
talking. What do you need to know?
Rosie's in America, premiering this Saturday night at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. And for more information on Rosie's charity, Rosie's Broadway Kids, go to rosiesbroadwaykids.org. We have a few more minutes?
5 more minutes?
All right, good.
Okay.
I got a reprieve. 5 more minutes
Yeah,
from
Cindy
me.
Berger, she's tough.
Cindy Berger. Speaking of Cindy Berger, she's your publicist.
Yes.
She's also Barbara Walters' publicist,
Yes,
true?
she is. That's a tough job. Yes.
Don't you think that you and Barbara have had an exchange of words over The View? And don't you think Cindy took more of Barbara's side than yours?
No,
She was
no.
caught in the middle, wasn't she, between that?
No, because you know what? For years, Barbara and I have known each other sort of socially in that kind of celebrity way, not like the real friend sort of way, but that celebrity, like go out to dinner, see a show, but don't really call each other on the phone.
Right.
Okay, so when, you know, she asked me to do the show, I went and I did it, and then what happened, but we are able to get along. You know, I just did Nora Ephron's play reading down in the Village, and she came to the show.
So there's no tension between your publicist and all of that?
No.
No, you like Cindy. Cindy's also Madonna's publicist, right?
Yes.
It's one big incestuous
but
publicist.
not Cindy herself, but that company, PMK.
I see.
Yeah.
Trump, you're still at war with. You haven't run into him. You haven't seen him anywhere.
Well, you know, I don't think I've ever had a conversation with him in my life. Although I was at his wedding to Marla Maples.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Wasn't I there?
Yes. Yes, you were there.
Well, why didn't I see you there?
Because you hated me then, don't you remember?
But I would see you. I mean, I would go over and say, I would have gone over and said
Did you
hello.
hide from him?
It was pretty big. You couldn't. It was at that big hotel, remember? And I was there with Jason Opsel, who's since passed away, actually, who worked with Marla in Will Rogers Follies, and I was working with him in Grease on Broadway.
Right.
And I was there at the wedding. And I thought it was weird. Remember when he walked up the aisle, he was shaking people's hands on the way up the aisle? I'm like, talk about lack of focus.
Yes, but it was almost like a circus.
It was.
Right. And OJ was there as well.
No.
Yes, OJ was there. In fact, on the back
Pre-murder?
Pre-murder. Right on
Before everyone knew.
the back page of
Pre-double murder.
Of my second book, I put a picture of myself and OJ, at Trump's wedding.
Right.
It was great.
Oh, my
Trump
God.
gave me permission for that. So,
But I don't know the guy. I only know, I've never really talked to him. I don't really know him. I've just seen him on TV, and we talked about, him forgiving the Miss America girl on The View, and the guy went ballistic.
do you live in fear of running into him? I mean, when you're in a
the only person I ever was afraid of running into was you.
I know. You thought I was a bully.
Well, for many years, many teenage boys would see me at the mall and go like this, and then say blah blah bluey, and I was like, holy crap,
that's fun.
And I would be wheeling a baby,
Goodness.
I had like a little 6-month-old and holding a 3-year-old's hand, and blah blah bluey, we love Howard. I'm like, ah! So it was scary.
I think what must have happened with me is I was so hell bent. I was so proud of you when you came out of the closet.
Yeah.
And you were so honest. It used to drive me crazy when you would. I think for the same thing you're saying, when you were on with these celebrities and you had to sit there and kiss their ass, and you couldn't, like even Tom Cruise, you couldn't even talk about the fact that you maybe were in love with a woman, and it would drive me crazy because I felt you were more honest than that.
Yeah, it was a tough, listen, it was a
But
tough
it's
time.
hard.
If I could go backwards, in 96, to think that I would have the courage or that it was possible to talk about being gay. I remember when they said, we have a brand new show coming out on NBC about a gay guy living with a woman. I'm like, well, that'll never air.
Right.
Remember when...
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace?
No, remember when, Felix Unger?
Right.
He had Hello, Sydney, that
Yes.
show. And it was about a gay guy, and it was off in like 2 weeks because of protests. I never thought that it would be possible.
When you made the decision.
Yes, sorry.
Tony Randall.
Felix Unger.
Felix Unger.
Thank you, Artie.
No, I'm saying I thought you were
when you came out of the closet.
Yes.
And you made this decision.
Yeah.
Was it an overnight kind of epiphany, or had this been something you were building up to? Like, I can't take this anymore. I want to come out of the closet. I'm not going to hide anymore.
Well, I never really hid because, like, at every award show, Kelly was sitting next to me. And,
Right. It just wasn't brought up.
I know. No one asked. It wasn't like I did an interview and Cindy said, don't bring up the gay stuff. No one asked me. And when people did ask me, I would answer. Like, I was on, I think, Arsenio once, and he was like, are you single? I'm like, yes, I was at the time. I said, and he goes, and who are you looking to date? I said, I'm pretty much open to anything. And like I would sort of, and the
You
Tom,
were giving them an opening.
Right, and the Tom Cruise crush is actually real. You know?
Told me that, yes.
Yeah, it's not like I want to,
Do you think you could have sex with him?
Probably.
You really do?
Well, not right now because we're both.
I forgot, you told me you've had sex with a man, right?
Yes.
But disastrous.
No.
Not bad.
I lived with a man for 2 years.
And had orgasms?
Yes.
They didn't think about women while you were having sex with them?
No.
No
so you
kidding.
could actually have a relationship with a man if you were to fall in love with a man.
Yes.
I'm not your type, am I? If you're into Tom Cruise, I'm not your type. I mean, there's no chance, right?
Well, you know what? The thing about you that would be my type is that you're smart.
Oh, thank you.
Because I really need, somebody who's very smart. Because that's the #1 criteria for me.
Yes.
You gotta be intelligent.
I'm hung like a woman. I mean, if I don't know if that helps you in
That's
your
what
fantasy.
I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
So, what?
What's the matter?
She's done now.
She's done?
How do you know?
She's
Well,
done?
because Cindy said because you're going to do a, she's doing a satellite tour of some
yeah.
sort.
All right.
You're doing a satellite tour.
With nobody as interesting as you, I'm sure.
I don't know. The
Got a way to talk to
movie-
Iowa.
Yeah, right.
There was so many more questions I had to
I'll come
ask
back.
you.
I'll come back.
You need to come back.
All right.
And
now that I've seen the studio, I'm like, wow.
You love it.
There's things you could do here.
You have no idea what we're doing.
And
Some
we've
of them
done,
might
oh
have-
my God, what we were doing just before you came.
What we did every day this week.
I don't even know what the panel list thing is for, but it's
That was actually just for Superfan Black Trivia.
yeah. Superfan Black Trivia.
Well, it's Black History Month. You know that, certainly.
Oh, yes.
Who is the biggest Black superfan? We had to find out.
Of
And
the Stern Show.
Did you find one?
Oh, yes. Yeah, the guy was terrific. Rosie's Show America. I'm going to ask you to please watch this. It premieres this Saturday night at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. I promise you, this is a good story. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
And it's good.
It's good.
It's not boring.
It's not boring.
It's good. And also, it will disturb you somewhat because our country's got a bunch of kids running around who are maniacs.
Do you think
because nobody's
people
taking care of them?
actually get into action when they see something like this? You think people be inspired to?
I was.
To help. Well, you're not doing anything.
Well, I'm very famous and busy.
But he's talking about it.
I'm talking
you know,
about
what
it.
I really want people to know to do after they see this is just to be aware. I don't think people know. And until I went and about when Parker was 5, there was a young girl in Miami who was raped and beaten in a one-bedroom apartment with her mother in the apartment. And I was so overwhelmed with this story, I wanted to go meet the kid. And I went and met the kid in a residential treatment facility where there were toddler beds. And I thought, what is this? Is this an orphanage? They're like, oh, no, they're all over the country. That's how I became educated about foster care. I didn't know anything about it. So once I found out about it, I thought we have to change this. And we're getting together a big lobby to try to make it a national platform issue that, people who run for office, candidates have to address it. Because there's just too many kids with nowhere to go.
Robin was a big sister. She
You
did
are
something.
good for you. That's a great organization.
Yeah. And after I saw Rosie's movie, I bought a kid for each my staff member.
That's so nice of you.
I actually bought
Did you
a
get
child.
one of the Octomom babies?
I've got a few of those. It's very exciting.
It's funny when I saw the pictures of them in the paper. I was like, okay, I'll take these 3.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah, you want to save them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was interesting about Rosie, too, which I think says a lot about a person that... Weren't you really adamant about trying to, contact Britney Spears and try to save her? I'm like,
yeah, for years I left her. I sent her emails and I would leave her notes. Like my friend at the Four Seasons, the one who told you I was screwing the models, he would say to me, "She's on her way to the gym." So I would be upstairs and I would write her a note on my little stationery, run to the gym and go, give this to her. So,
Did she respond?
No. But I've known her since she was a baby.
You think she's crazy?
I think that she has some issues of mental health, which many of us do.
I think you've also reached out to try to help Paul Abdul. I think you've said a few
after
things.
after last night's American Idol, I think somebody better reach out.
What was she all over the
She was
place
just
again?
not making any sense.
Oh, I know.
I mean, she can't even get a word out.
I wonder if she has some serious medical condition,
Yeah.
like, maybe MS or something. I really wonder because at this point, if it's not drug-induced, there's something physically wrong with her.
Wouldn't it be great on American Idol if they brought out a doctor to see if there's something wrong with her?
Yeah,
Why don't we do that?
Forget the contest tonight. We need to address all of
Hey,
it.
have you partied with Madonna secretly with A-Rod? Have you gone out with them together? Are you part of that whole? There's a secrecy thing. You go over Jerry Seinfeld's house
Is
and you
there
hide.
a place you have to go to get the bus to go to see them?
Have you, Rosie? Have you seen them in action?
I know Alex. He's a great guy. He lives across the street from me in Miami. I've known him for a long time.
Go ahead.
He's delightful.
What have you seen?
I enjoy him.
What's going on?
He's a handsome man.
Is he?
Yes, he is. Beautiful eyes.
And Madonna? Have you seen them have sex together? You said that's a yes.
No, I have not.
Were you the conduit?
I was there in the room.
She got to go. She got to go.
All right. See Rosie in America, premiering this Saturday night at 9 o'clock on Lifetime. She's terrific in it.
People.
And for more information on Rosie's charity, Rosie's Broadway Kids, go to rosiesbroadwaykids.org. Thanks, Rosie. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Then you are. Well, what did I do?
I became a vegan.
Complete?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
And a lot of enemas.
Yeah.
Enemas.
And
I might get the colon thing. Yeah.
I got colonics.
You did?
Yeah.
Somebody told me they did that in a little Barbie shoe came out.
That is the urban legend. Everybody says
they
it.
let you see what comes out.
There's a tube. You can look if you want it.
Rosie,
Yes.
how'd it go?
It was fine.
Now, did you ever think that you'd be on the Howard Stern show?
I did not, but you know what? The only thing that's constant in the world is change, and the fact that I was on there means there could be peace in Palestine.
So you,
right?
Right. So you had a good time today?
Yes,
You're
I
glad
did.
you came on?
Yes, I am.
All right, thanks, Rosie.
Thank you, Howard TV, on demand, and radio news person.
Scott Baio. I'm here to talk to Howard Stern about my new show, Scott Baio's 45 and Single, on VH1. Haven't seen Howard in about 13 years. Kind of excited. Kind of not.
well, you're bringing some exciting things. He loves reality TV,
really?
and he loves hearing about chicks you've hooked up with. So it's a good combo.
So he'll enjoy the show if he hasn't seen it already, and it'll be fun.
All right, we'll see you inside, Scott.
Scott Baio is here, boy. I can't wait to talk about this guy's life. This kid was on Happy Days as a young kid and really good-looking kid, and now he's 45.
He was lucky because the show was already a hit when they brought him on, right?
Yes.
So he just walked into a winning franchise and got to stay there till the very end and got a spinoff and everything.
This guy is legendary in Hollywood. You talk about a poon hound.
I always say he must stand at the door to show business. He found out where it was.
We say he got Pam Anderson in her prime.
Oh, before she was Pam Anderson.
Let me applaud you and your life.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Good. Let me shake your hand. Let me smell your hand.
Oh, wait a minute. This is
There you
too.
are.
Anthony Mastromaro says hello.
Yes. How you doing?
Good. And I have to say hello to Barbara Lee and Barbara Bimmel. I'm done.
Your life has been an incredible ride. I mean, people I know in Hollywood who I have met talk about you in the same way they talk about, they talk about
Warren Beatty?
Yeah, I guess so. But like Warren, but the way you do it, you even fly under the radar. I mean, you were the guy. You not only have an incredible eye for talent. The legend goes that you got Pam Anderson right off the bus as she came in from wherever town, bumfuck Iowa, Canada, and you just like literally met her like the next day, before Baywatch, before all of it, pre-titty implant even.
Yeah, I met her at the Playboy Mansion, and she literally was just off the boat, and she was, she's a hot broad, but she was. In that she was au natural.
Oh.
And it was she was a beautiful girl. Beautiful girl.
So you say you meet her at the Playboy Mansion. In other words, she had already been selected for the magazine?
She had, when I met her, I think her centerfold was just coming out. It hadn't been out yet.
And she had not had breast implants?
No, but I knew her before her layout because she was on the cover of Playboy, and I was like, wow, that's a really pretty girl. And I went with my buddies to the mansion for, I think, a Midsummer Night Dream party.
Right.
And
you just happened to meet her there, and you recognized her.
I recognized her. And here was the easy part about it. I walked up to the bar with my friend Steve, and a bunch of girls walked in the door, and I went, "All right, Steve, we're up. Let's go. There's some action coming in." And I looked down, and they pulled up right along the bar next to us. And I leaned forward, and this girl leaned forward right at the same time that I was doing it. And I heard her say to her friend, "Hey, see that guy at the end of the bar? I had a dream about him."
Wow.
Talk about an opening.
There
Jesus Christ. Boom, I move everybody away, and I start talking to her.
But not only were you famous, you're a handsome guy. I mean, I don't think you feel funny about that. I mean, you're considered a sex symbol.
Thank you.
So, I mean, it's unbelievable. I would imagine even in high school, you started with women very young, right? I mean, you were probably a sex symbol in high school.
I didn't go to high school.
Right,
I was making a buck, damn it.
So how old were you when you first started getting laid? I mean,
16.
16. And I mean, we were trying even to say, I would bet. I mean, we've heard about some of the women you've had sex with in terms of we see you in magazines, but I would bet the number isn't in the hundreds. I would say thousands of women you've fucked. To be fair,
I've never really did a head count.
Like Will Chamberlain said.
What he said was
Will Chamberlain said 10,000
impossible.
Women. Well, not for you. Would you say is 3,000 women out of the question?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, maybe. God, 1,000. I don't know.
Here's a formula the guys.
Think about how many broads that is, though. I mean, Will Chamberlain.
And you're not talking about broads. You're talking about
some of them might be broads.
Some of the most beautiful women in the world. What is it, Gary? What is the math?
Okay, so he lost his virginity 29 years ago. We figured on TV right away. We know his reputation. Even at 100 women a year for almost 30 years, that's 3,000 women.
Yeah, but it wasn't because I had relationships in and out of that, and I was, fairly faithful.
Did you ever do a fat chick or like an ugly, heinous chick?
Absolutely.
Why?
Why not?
Because you just wanted to see how the rest of us live?
You know what?
Who's a fat chick to you, like Linda Evans?
No,
or something?
you know what? For me, that was giving back.
Right.
Oh, that was
seriously?
Charity?
Are you being serious?
Kind of.
In other words, explain that. Giving back in what sense?
Because the women were so generous to me.
Right.
And
you didn't want to be an
swear
asshole.
To God, I'm not. This is not an ego thing. I'm really. I have no ego about this shit.
Look, it's been your life.
Yeah,
You're stating a fact.
And I would feel I would feel good because I knew that this girl wasn't getting much action.
Right. You mean you were that sensitive to women's needs?
No. It wasn't like, oh, here comes. It was fun.
Right.
And I'm not degrading them. I'm really not. It was fun because.
I wish hot chicks had that mentality.
Did they work harder than beautiful women?
Yeah, in a sense, you've had so many beautiful women, and some of them do lay there.
Some of them do lay there.
So when you would grant an ugly chick, you know, sex session,
they were appreciative.
They were
nice blowjob, I bet. Right? I mean, very passionate.
They were like you had a gun to their head already.
Wow.
That's a great way to describe.
How many Playboy playmates do you figure you've had relations with?
He does know this.
I did a head count on that. I think this is a couple of years ago. I think it was 24.
Wow. 24? I would expect it to be higher.
23.
Wow.
So his playmates. Actually, you know, and listen, Mr. Hefner was very nice to me,
right.
and he's actually a very good guy. And I'm sure you know him.
Yes, we praise him.
But I got quietly banned from there for a little while.
Why?
You? Because I somehow got to every girl one year without knowing that I'd gotten to every girl one year, and I got a phone call from somebody.
You mean
saying,
every month?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
what year was that?
Yeah,
probably
you
like
gotta
80,
have that magazine.
88 or 89.
It was a very good year.
And I got a phone call from a very nice lady who said, Mr. Bayo, this is so-and-so from the Playboy Mansion. Well, hi, how you doing? Well, you know, I'm thinking there's a party she's invited to. You need to slow down a little bit.
You're like an alcoholic.
And I said, what do you...
Right, yeah.
And I said, what are you talking about? She said, you've just been going at it a little too much. I went,
wow.
And some of the women that you've been talking to, whatever the terminology was, are Mr. Hefner's. I said, okay. She
Mr.
said, so why don't you take it easy for a little while? I'm not coming. I went, okay, fine, sorry.
In other words, she was saying some of these are Mr. Hefner's girls that he fucks, and you're interfering.
I didn't know. She wasn't very specific as to what he was doing with them. But
do women expect a lot from you sexually, in the sense that you have such a reputation as a lover? Do you have like women who just are waiting to get their socks blown? Oh, I've heard about you and I can't wait. I mean, is it that intense?
Okay. Here's a story.
Okay.
I was at a Playboy party,
right.
And I was standing at the bar getting a drink, and one of the butlers walked over to me, and he says, I got to tell you, I never really got you. I said, what are you talking about? He said, I never understood why you get so many women.
Right.
And I said, okay, great.
Leave me alone.
Yeah. He says, now I get it. I said, what happened? He says, well, I was in line for the bathroom, and there were two women in front of me. And they were talking about you.
Right.
And one woman said to the other, Bayo's here, you have to get with him because he makes you come a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
What an honor.
Because
God, no one has ever had that discussion about me.
Because
You've never overheard a conversation.
Because my thing always is to please them.
But do you?
And so that's why. So my reputation was.
But do you
that
know
I was
why?
A good lover.
But do you know why they say that? And I have a theory. The reason you make women come a lot is, first of all, you're a handsome guy and you're wealthy, and you've had a tremendous success on television. So they immediately get juiced up that there was Scott Baio. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows if the technique is really
yeah, but
that
there's
good.
probably other guys with that same sort of
and
thing
they're not
going
getting
for.
people saying that about them.
Is it because you can hold out a long time? Have you mastered that?
Are you good at giving them oral? Like,
yes, I'm good at that.
You're good at oral, and also, in other words, they're probably surprised you're even willing to do that, because at this point, it's like, hey, just please me. So the fact that you're giving as a lover helps.
Yeah,
and
I genuinely, and I mean, love it. Enjoy it.
Yeah, so do I.
Me too.
I'm into that too.
No, but
I've described to Beth thinks I'm putting her on about that. I think it's if the woman smells good and the whole thing, it can be very pleasurable,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Yes, I agree. But when you're with a Pam Anderson, a young Pam Anderson, pre-breast implants, the whole thing. I mean, fresh off the boat, isn't it hard to hold out a long time?
Okay, it's a little weird for me. If I really like you and I think you're really hot, I can go forever.
Me too.
If I'm not really that into you, it's over.
Quickly.
Yeah.
And isn't that a strange paradox in a way?
No, yeah, it's because I think we want to impress these women because every guy in town is looking to get on them. And if you're going to get on them, you got to be good when you get on them.
So you'll really concentrate on
now,
a chick.
Wait a minute. How did you get so good? I mean, you didn't come out
practice.
Okay, so you're saying, like, all of this sex, you really learned a lot about how to please a woman early on.
You should write a book about it.
Yeah, somebody came to me to write a book, and
I mean, you're the guy who knows.
And it just got too goofy, and it's a long story. I don't want to bore you with it, but somebody leaked it out on the internet, and it became a mess.
Well, because one of the great moments on his show, and by the way, I enjoyed the show a lot, Scott.
Oh, thanks, Artie.
Yeah, me too. We've been talking it up.
Thank you.
There's a reality show with Scott. That's why he's here. It's called 45 and Single, and the premise is great. He has to go back and he's working with a life coach, and he has to go back and apologize to all the women he banged, including Erin Moran from Happy Days, who took his virginity.
I'll tell you what's great about it, too. What's great about it, too, is the life coach is kind of a cute chick, and so you're thinking, God, is he ever going to fuck
You'll
her?
probably bang her,
but there's a great scene where he has to go back. Erin Moran was your first lover.
Yes.
From Happy Days.
Right.
So he explained having sex with her like by mistake you were fucking the couch you were fucking her on.
Yeah, I missed the target.
Your first time you missed the target. That's good to
and
know.
it was a corduroy couch. I mean, I didn't know what it's supposed to feel like.
Right.
Did anybody advise you not to bang your co-star from Joni Loves Chachi?
No, you learn that quick though.
Right.
Don't shit where you eat. You learn that you don't do that again.
Did it get awkward right when you?
Oh my God!
The first girl you had sex with was Erin Moran.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bang her, and then you realize, well, I'm not in love with her.
Right.
And
But
I guess
she's in love with you, probably.
Right. Because she's still mad. You said you were going to marry her. You know, you were a kid.
Whatever. I don't know what the hell that was all
like,
about.
get
But
over
I
it.
don't remember that at all. But yeah, no. What happened was after we and when you first, well, for me, I'm sure for everyone, when you first start having sex, and then that person is always still around. You just keep doing it. I mean, there's just in the dressing room, up in the rafters, and,
Right.
and the Psycho. Not that was Universal. Up in the Western streets, in the back lot of Paramount,
Right.
everywhere, and then all of a sudden, you discover other women.
Right.
And you go, who the hell's this chick? Get away from me.
Right. You're disgusted.
Yeah, come on.
Right.
I got other broads coming here, and who needs you?
So how'd you break up with her?
We didn't break up. It just sort of kind of dissolved into nothingness and hate and hatred and awkwardness.
And then the chemistry on the show is kind of
and then Howard, we had to and then after that, then we started doing Joni Loves Chachi, which was even worse. I was supposed to be in love with the girl,
Right.
moving to Chicago with her, and she hates me.
Right.
And I really don't like her all that much.
Wow.
I got to make out with her. And I'm like, ugh, ugh.
See-
and it's not physical about her going, ugh. It's like I've been there and I don't want to go there
I
anymore.
understand completely. It's just that magic is broken. In fact, if you'd never banged her, you probably could have kept the magic going.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So as a ladies' man, I got a million questions to ask
Go.
you. So if
I'm here, Howard. I got nothing to do for another couple hours.
fantastic. When a woman has like a vaginosis, a smell, how do you handle that?
How did I used to handle it?
Yeah.
Honestly,
What do you do?
honestly?
Yeah, honestly. Do you tell them? Do you?
No, I have told them.
Yes.
I would. The easiest thing to do is for me.
Yeah.
Is I got pretty rude after a while
Because you
just didn't care.
Right. You
But
had so much
I
pussy.
would use my hand,
Yeah.
put it down there, and then ever so cleverly get it up near their nose.
Oh wow, nice.
And then
And they would usually do the flinch,
right.
and I'd say, yeah, well, that ain't me.
Wow.
I haven't been working at the Fulton Fish Market.
Wow. And then would that end the session, or you would continue on?
No, I just wouldn't. I'd do other things.
Right. Boy, you've got some life. So go back. Go back to the Playboy Mansion. You meet Pam Anderson.
Yes.
Was there ever a time in your life, honestly, where a woman rejected you that you wanted?
Of course.
Really?
Absolutely.
You're kidding me.
No. Because
Who? A famous woman?
Yeah.
Like who did you try to have sex with and said,
Oh,
Scott,
playmates and stuff. Not that famous.
Jenny McCarthy? Did you get her?
No.
You missed her.
But she pulled some shit later on, and I called her on it.
What do you mean?
Oh boy.
It's funny that there is a history with her on some level.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Has to be.
You know what?
This is the man.
No, it's just. Here's the story, and I'm not being out of line at all.
Okay.
I had met her at a club called Bar One, and I kind of knew who she was, and she's a beautiful girl.
Beautiful.
And I said, hi, how are you? I think she was married at the time or with a boyfriend or whatever from Chicago, I think, or something, whatever.
Director.
And no, before this guy.
Yeah, the guy who took her to Playboy.
This is like years ago.
You're talking the early days.
That manager type dude.
Yeah, right. And so I said, hey, it's nice to meet you, blah, blah. She said, oh, I'm a big fan. And I said, oh, thank you so much. This is my husband or boyfriend. I can't remember. And then a couple months later, I saw her out again, and she's by herself. I said, hey, Jenny, how you doing? And she's like, good. I said, how's your husband? And she says, oh, I'm not together anymore. Would you like to go to lunch or dinner? She says. And I went, yeah, sure. So I said, well, give me a number. She's like, okay, here's a number. She says, I have to go to Vegas or something like that, and call me in a couple of days. So a couple of days go by, and I call her, and don't hear back from her. And I call her again. I say, hey, it's Scott. Maybe you didn't get the message, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's it. Boom. And call me. Here's my number. Next thing I know, she's on a radio show telling the somebody, I think it was you.
Probably me.
It was you.
Yeah.
That I was stalking her, and I wouldn't leave her alone, and I was up her ass, and I was being rude to her, and somebody called me to listen to it, and I'm listening. I think it was you.
I don't even remember. Yeah.
And I'm listening to him going, holy shit. What's she talking about?
Yeah, you were just being friendly.
I wasn't even being anything.
Right.
You know, she asked me to go to, and again,
never spoke to her again.
She'll have a different perspective on, I'm sure, and that's fine.
But did you call her up and say?
So I'm out one night to dinner, and she was saying some bad stuff about me, and somebody says to me, "Hey, that girl's in the restaurant," and I'm not like this, and I go in there and I say, "Look, you don't know me. Don't you ever talk about me on the radio, ever.
Right.
You're totally out of line," and I was a little more heavy-handed than that, and don't ever talk to me again. And if you bring me up again, you're going to have a problem with me. And only because, if I'm an ass, I know it.
Right.
And I just wasn't. And, if I see her now, I'd like to say hello to her. I don't. It's all old shit, and I don't really care anymore. But
it wasn't cool.
It just wasn't. It was uncalled for.
I thought you were going to say like when you brought your finger up to her face, she got really pissed off at you. That never happened.
No.
So you missed that one. So with Pam Anderson, how long does it take before you get in her pants? I mean, are you so?
Well, okay. Here's for me. If I like you, I'll wait. I'll try to wait for a month.
Because that's hot.
Well, because. Like with somebody like Pamela, with somebody like Heather or Nicolette,
oh my goodness, you forget about those two.
Well, I didn't even get up to that yet.
I just instinctively knew that every guy was looking to, be with these women, and the obvious thing was, hey, baby, let's top of the sack, and I always.
But you would finger them on the first date.
If I could.
Right.
But I would always be respectful, and I would, and I'll give you this. It's so funny because with Nicolette, it was actually an okay.
Nicolette Sheridan, gorgeous girl. And I mean, you had her when she was gorgeous.
Right. And I waited like for a month and a half, and we were. We were driving in a limo somewhere, going to some party, and I didn't even kiss her.
Right.
Nothing.
Wow.
And we were in the back of the limo, and I had a glass of vodka, and I really can't drink, so I got a little loopy.
Right.
And I said, can I ask you a question? She says, sure. I said, can I kiss you? And she went, well, what are you waiting for?
Right.
So it worked.
How many girls' virginities have you taken?
That I don't know.
You have no idea?
Probably none.
You think Nicolette Sheridan's you had? No.
No. God, no.
And Heather Locklear.
Did you ever worry at a time that if your reputation became too great as a ladies' man, that women would almost take pride in rejecting you?
That's what I was getting to earlier.
Yes.
It was a game.
It could be a backlash.
It was a game to knock me down.
Nev Campbell used to go around saying, I never did Scott Baio. like almost like a badge of honor.
Like
really?
A badge of courage?
Oh, but I don't think she's attractive.
There you go. So you didn't want her?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely not your type, I would say.
No. You definitely have a type.
I'm kidding. I don't even know her.
That's right. So Pam Anderson. So after Aaron Moran, the floodgates are open.
Exactly.
Playboy Mansion. Heather Locklear in her prime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oy vey.
The thing about Heather is she's a beautiful girl, but have you ever talked to her?
Yes.
Of course.
She's a great chick. She's just what you see is what you get.
Why not marry her?
Because she was the first love of my life, and
not Pam Anderson.
No. Heather, I was insane for. I mean, I was 21 years old, though, Howard. I mean, and I was thinking about marrying her,
right.
But I was a child.
Right. You knew enough to say, "Hey, I'm too young."
I proposed to her. and she turned me down.
Because she was too young.
Yeah, she was smart.
Did you have every race of women? Have you had blacks? You've had it all. Asian?
Asian,
not that many
Indian?
Asian.
No. But you've had Asian.
Yeah.
You've gone there.
It kind of smells like bamboo, but yeah. It's a
American Indian?
Yes.
Wow. Jews?
Yeah.
Exotic. Wow.
You know, here's an interesting question. How many girls do you think you've shared with Tommy Lee?
Oh, the ones that we know about?
We know about two, but it seems like
but
maybe...
he follows you.
He follows you, yeah.
Thankfully.
Which is good.
I've heard that, like there are women that not on this list. Tori Spelling. You've had sex with her, right? You never had her?
No.
Or are you just saying that?
No, I know her, but I never
You never
had sex
did?
with- No.
Okay. What is it, Gary?
You know, I just remembered something. I wonder
Have women ever offered to pay you for sex? It's great that you have to even think about that.
No, I don't think so.
Like a woman comes up and says, "Hey, look, Scott, I'm
They
not
don't
famous."
have to pay me.
No, but if someone came up to you and said, "Look, maybe I'm not the most attractive woman in the world. I'm a wealthy woman. I want to be with you."
You know, no.
No.
But plus, Howard, you know, we'd go out with our friends, and excuse the expression, we'd go ugly early.
Right.
And that's an easy night.
Talk to me about that, going ugly early. Because, in other words, you'd say, "Hey, I'm tired of hanging around all night trying to get the hot ones."
Who is this gang of guys you're with who are playing these
The guy
games?
in the shows, my buddy Steve Cuccio, the other guy in the
All
show,
those guys.
Johnny V, Johnny Vinoco.
That's the gang.
Yeah, and another guy in there at the time, and that was. But look,
I know guys who
really
hate you. I know guys who hate you just
I do
because they even say it's not fair.
I know. I agree.
You even hate you.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
See, but on the show, this is interesting, too, because, again, Johnny V is one of those guys that is sort of like, he's like, he referred to him as like a wingman. You're getting him laid, sort of, right? Like, that's been the situation. What kind of hot chicks has he gotten because of you? Is it extraordinary? Like,
okay, I'll tell you how the Johnny V thing works.
Yeah. Because I'm curious about this.
Because he wants to hang with you.
Well, I mean, look, this guy, Johnny V, seems like a nice guy, but he's not. He seems a little bit, you know.
But you got to remember, this is back in my heyday. It's a little different now. You know, I can't go picking up 20-year-old broads in a bar anymore.
Yes, you can, but you don't have
who needs the aggravation?
Right.
But Johnny's whole thing was, and I heard him say this to women. You want Scott, you got to go through me. Wow. And I would just laugh, and I thought, okay.
You've done threesomes, you've done all of that.
Yeah.
What is it, Gary?
You know, I just remembered. I totally blocked this out, but I just remember this. Scott's one of a handful of celebrities that actually called me years ago to scream at me. Do you remember calling me to yell at me?
Why?
It was right after the Aaron Moran interview.
Oh,
And Aaron Moran said that you had a little dick. And it was like West Coast time, so it was like 11:30 in the office. Somebody said, Scott Baio's on the phone.
I do
remember
remember
you yelled
that.
at me. You were, you go, that fucking bitch. You were so angry. You probably don't remember, but you were really angry.
Gary, you know what? You sure it was me?
Positive. I remember you. It just
doesn't sound like me, but
you
maybe
were,
somebody called and pretended to be Scott.
Howard, I'm almost positive it was him, but I remember it was right. It was the Aaron Moran
thing.
I
go under the notion I really don't care what you say about me as long as you say my name right. I mean, it might have been. Maybe I was hungover.
Listen, there are tons of people who have to talk to you. We're here to celebrate Scott's new show. Let me just say this plug.
Thank you.
45 and single. Scott Baio, 45 and single. I've seen it. Artie's seen it. It's a lot of fun. The show. Sunday nights at 10:30 on VH1.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next one, and that's weird with me in reality TV.
It's an excellent show.
But it's not cool.
The finances. Where's where does the money come from?
Oh, please. Happy Days.
Whose money?
Your money.
Oh, are you kidding me? Happy Days and Joni Loves Chanchy. Boom, you're done.
Joni Love Chanchy didn't last that
Charles in Charge.
Charles in Charge syndication. Are you worth over $100 million?
To be the money.
No.
Are you worth $50 million?
$100 million?
Are you worth $50 million?
No.
$20 million. Something. You're a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got money.
In other words,
I'm comfortable.
You're not sitting and worrying about your next paycheck.
No. Robin, listen, I did a lot. I didn't stop working from the time I was 14 to like 37.
Yeah, but we don't see you that much now.
And then from 37 to like 36 to like 40, all I did was direct.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know.
No, I understand. No, I make a buck.
Well, you directed sitcoms, Scott?
Yeah, I did.
There's a lot of money in that, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Right? And you're also forgetting Foxes and Bugsy Malone.
Well, that was 100 years ago. But I did a series with Dick Van Dyke for a couple of years. I did another series prior to that.
He's a good actor.
I had a lot
Josh, you're on the air.
Prescription medicine. Yeah.
Howard, how you doing?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right, just making sure.
No, but thank you. Thanks for your concern.
No,
I was in your neighborhood the other day, actually. My aunt and uncle live on in Staten Island.
Oh, yeah?
They
Josh,
said Robin Quivers lives over here. I was like, really? Let's go ring her bell.
There's a lot to get to here. Scott, you must stay on topic and because this is a very important interview.
Howard, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Josh.
He's already trying to bang Robin.
Josh,
wait a minute.
Josh in
the
St.
other
Louis,
thing-
go ahead. Let Josh get a word in.
Hey,
Yeah.
Howard,
Yeah.
Got a question. It's kind of a blast from the past from Scott. Sandy Kearns, that was on the show with him on Charles in Charge.
Mm-hmm.
My mom actually went to high school with her and is still good friends with her.
I did not have sex with her.
You did not. That's it. F, marry, kill. Pam Anderson, Erica Eleniak, Nicole Eggert. You have to F one, you have to marry one, and you have to kill one.
Who are the three?
Pam Anderson, Erica Eleniak, Nicole Eggert.
I forgot about Nicole Eggert.
Yeah. That's a great story I want to talk to you about. Who do you kill? Who do
Wow.
you marry? And who do you fuck?
Does it? I don't have to give you a reason for killing them because I have to kill one.
You have to kill one. You have to.
I'll kill Erica.
Right.
Nope, but because I have to kill
You have
somebody.
to kill someone.
I'll marry Nicole. No, wait. What was it?
Erica
Have sex?
Laniak.
Have
F,
sex
marry,
or
and
marry?
kill. Marry.
F, marry or kill.
Who would you marry in that group?
Probably Nicole.
And then you'd have Pam.
Yeah, because I'd have that's the only
Is
other
Pam
option.
great in bed? I mean, I gotta know.
Look, I gotta. You know, for me.
This is by your standards.
No, for me, great because I loved her.
Right.
You know, and I'm not a chandelier swinging guy. I'm not into all that crazy retarded stuff.
You don't need it.
I just, I just like to make love. I mean, I do. And
so Pam is great in bed.
She's good.
She's very loving.
She's good.
Who's the greatest? Hands down, greatest lover of all
my
time.
past?
Of your past.
Heather
not
Locklear.
Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
Why?
Just, you know, she's so adorable, and I mean this in a loving way. You want to bite her nose off. You know, you want to rip her head. You want to squash
rip her head out. Yes.
You know,
that's what Richie Sambora said. Want to rip her head off.
For a different reason, but that's why.
And Heather Locklear, she sucks like she has a gun to her head.
Oh, I like her so much. Don't put me in that position.
All right, understood. Wow.
So now, what is your deal? You are involved in a relationship?
I am.
And you want to get married?
I do.
Oh.
If a woman gives you anal, is that important to you?
No.
You don't care about it?
No.
You've done it?
Barely.
Rarely.
Yeah.
And what has your longest relationship been? Is it
5 years.
5 years. Heather Locklear?
No. My last girlfriend before this one.
Right. You made that clear on the show. All right, here's some other names I'm going to throw at you.
Go.
Scale of 1 to 10. Tell me if they're great lovers. Denise Richards.
3.
Really?
3 out of what?
Why? Is she
10?
crazy? I mean, I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, very.
But what is it? Is she too self-involved?
She just lay there?
I don't know. It was just whether it was a chemistry thing. It was just sort of.
It was not great.
No.
Interesting.
Not for me.
Wow.
Brooke Shields.
I never slept with her.
But you fooled around.
No, I never laid a glove on her.
Really?
Never.
Why?
Because when I was hanging out with her, she was 16.
I see. Too young.
Yeah.
Beverly D'Angelo. Great. 9, 10. 10. Great.
She said, by the way, and I do love her to this day. She's a great broad in the true sense of the word.
Yes.
She's the only woman that I know that actually shut me down with one sentence, and I walked over to her. I was at and I'm gonna I know you're gonna go here anyway, so I'm gonna I was at Liza Minnelli's house,
right,
and and Beverly was there,
right,
and I went crazy. And I was telling my buddies, it's Beverly D'Angelo. Holy shit, Beverly D'Angelo. Oh, but she's a little fire plug. She's a curvy little body. Yeah. She's got a great mug on her.
I used to interview her a lot. She was a lot of fun.
She's great. And for me, she has a very sexy quality. She has an overbite.
Yes.
So I walked over to her and I said, excuse me, I just want to tell you that I think you have one of the sexiest qualities any woman could ever have. And she just looked at me and I went, she said, what's that? I said, you have an overbite. And she said, I don't have an overbite. I have a cocksucker's mouth.
Wow. That's
now. She was. I literally turned and walked away. She shut me up.
That's what Robin always says.
It was one of the greatest lines, and to this day. And by the way, she was messing with me. I mean, she's a great sport, and
And you became lovers.
Yeah,
and she was a 10.
She was a 10.
Wow, Liza Minnelli. You had sex with. She said
You
she
were
wanted
with Liza Minnelli?
Yes.
Shut up.
No, but Scott, he went to. Didn't she say to you, "I want your baby"? You're an Italian. You're good looking. I want your baby.
Not in those words, but yeah, it was. She wanted to procreate. And,
Why do it with her? Were you sexually attracted to her, or was it because
Liza Minnelli?
Because it's Liza Minnelli.
But I got to tell you something.
On a scale of 1 to 10 as a lover?
7.
7. Why?
Because when I met her, she was, I think, 49.
Right.
Whoa.
Is that the oldest woman you ever did?
No.
No.
Somebody in their 50s, but that was years
And they were
ago.
still hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Liza's body was insane.
Really?
Insane.
Because she was a dancer?
Yep.
Back then?
It was. I'm telling you, a great body.
Was it crazy kind of? I mean, she seems like she's a little wild.
Little loopy.
A little loopy. Like maybe.
It was unique.
Was it only one time? 2 times? 2 times in the same night, or on 2 different occasions?
2 different occasions. It was
Wow.
unique. It was.
I bet Liza ate your ass.
No.
No? Still friendly with her, or you don't really hear from her?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, if I see her, I'll give her a hug and a kiss.
I bet
and
you
that's
she
it.
remembers you doing her, I'll tell you that.
But
She probably
was,
liked it.
But I got to tell you, in all honesty, I don't know if you ever met her. She is truly
Nice woman.
She's fantastic to hang out with. She's got so many stories. She's constantly singing. She's entertaining on a fun level.
But how do you break it off with Liza Minnelli? What's the Scott Baio technique? In other words, like she probably was into it and said, "I want more." But how do you get away without her hating you?
I just said this is not long term for me, and I'd like to just I don't want you to get mad at me because I'll just probably slowly pull away and you'll
And
get
she
pissed
accepted
off
that?
at me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's a lot of ways. There's 50 ways to leave your lover, whatever the hell that song is. You don't call, or you just tell them buzz her off or whatever.
Did you have bad breakups with some of these people, or was it always, were you able to break up well so that you
You know what the funny
friends?
thing, Robin, is? Honest to God, I'd say almost all of them left me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because they get tired. They want a commitment.
Yeah.
Who has eaten Scott Baio's ass? I bet you Heather has. She got a 10.
I can't answer the question.
That's how you get a 10.
Some dirty hooker in Vegas. No kidding.
Scale of 1 to 10, still going through the list. Go. Half Pint, Melissa Gilbert, Little House on the Prairie.
And
how old was she at the time?
I don't remember. I'm really bad with ages and stuff.
She's a sexy woman.
She was a 10.
A 10. She's very loving, I think.
She's. So I just talked to her before I came to
I speak to her once in a while.
Yeah, she's great. She's a great girl. I like her. I know her forever. She was doing Little House when I was doing Happy Days back in the mid '70s.
You even had Christy McNichol.
I not all the way.
Not all the way.
No.
I didn't even know that she liked dudes.
I was going to say, doesn't she like girls?
I mean, that's how good looking this guy is. This is what a ladies' man he is.
Maybe I turned her the other way. I don't know.
I mean, I can't even begin to tell you. Now, on the TV show, of course, Scott Baio is 45 and single. I believe it was Julie McCullough who said that you were the first guy she ever demanded an AIDS test from. She was worried about that.
No, she got her first AIDS test because
of you.
Right.
Because I cheated on her so much.
What about STDs? How do you avoid those?
I always wore protection.
Right.
And I don't know. I got lucky.
With all this, you've never had a kid, right?
No.
Wow, that's unusual too.
That would have slowed him down.
Most of you guys get caught.
No, I have many tricks for I had many tricks to avoid that.
Really?
Why did you turn down the film Top Gun that made Tom Cruise such a big
This is
star?
hilarious.
Yeah.
I was doing it. I can't remember what the hell I was doing an interview for, and a guy says, "What do you regret in your career?" I went, I turned down Top Gun.
You're too busy with the pussy.
I was joking.
Right. Oh, you were
It was a
joking.
total joke.
Oh.
I said, and then somebody
Whole
asked me.
different movie.
Somebody asked me, maybe a better movie.
Probably. I'm not a big
chicks
Top
in the
Gun fan.
movie.
That's right.
I'd have had Kelly McGillis in 2 seconds.
Yeah. There wouldn't have been any problem there. Any woman ever tell you she was pregnant?
One.
And she aborted?
No. This is, gotta be early 90s. I had broken up with her 6 months prior, and she told me she was pregnant. I said, "How pregnant are you?" She said, 4 months. And I
did the math.
But I panicked for a minute, and I went, "Wait a minute. What did I throw my sperm at you?
Right.
Did you come pick it up?" I said, "You're lying, this and that, and blah blah blah. Don't ever call me again." Bang,
Right.
and that was it.
Nicolette Sheridan has James Wood says the best ass he's ever seen on
Amazing
a woman.
ass.
He
Amazing.
showered with her one night. Wasn't that what he told us?
Yeah, something like that.
Sylvester Stallone says she's the best ass in Hollywood.
Oh, he said it too.
Yeah.
Everyone
great ass.
says it.
Great ass.
How long did it take you to get into her pants?
I waited like
that
a
was
month and a half.
And then when you wait the month and a half.
Amazing.
Amazing sex.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Do you ever get any of these famous broads together with another famous broad and they have a threesome with you?
No, but that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, how
I think
could you
about
not?
it at the
Why-
time.
I mean, what's with
because
you?
that's not my thing.
Wow.
I don't. Two girls getting it on. There's absolutely nothing for me.
Recently, you said on as early as yesterday that you saw Kelly Ripa topless on a beach.
Well, yeah.
Everything happens to you.
I was in,
Why are
I
you
was
so
in
lucky?
Hawaii, and her daughter wanted to breastfeed and pulled her top aside, and I just happened to be standing there. I went, "Oh, huh, okay."
She's an attractive woman.
She's adorable.
Adorable.
Yeah, I like Kelly.
How's the nips?
It was all good.
Great
Everything
nips.
was terrific. Yeah,
Nice.
she was terrific. Attractive,
Christ.
great little body.
You know, it's an amazing life. And, you know, when I look at this TV show and I see that you're 45 and you've never been married, I understand. Not many guys, you know, you're only as good as your options. I mean, you've got options up the wazoo.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. And so it's been difficult for you to stop the merry-go-round, so to speak.
Well,
I wanted to ask one question back to the getting kicked out of Playboy. How do you get back in?
You blow half.
you get on your hands and you grovel.
You've never had gay
Can I
sex.
come back? Can I come back and play?
Scott, you've never had gay sex.
No.
Never.
No.
Men
Yeah,
must
you didn't have
proposition
time.
you. Do men?
No, very, very rarely.
Really?
Very yeah.
Surprised.
No.
Yeah, let's not even kid around like that.
Yeah, no.
I just got to know. I got to ask the questions. I'm
No.
sorry, Artie. I got to know. I got to
But
know.
no, you know, I tell you the reason I've never been married. Getting back to what you said earlier, Howard, was because it was just it was so easy for me. And again, not an ego thing. It's just
Right.
anybody
It
on
is.
Quasimodo on television's getting laid.
Right. And
So-
then take a guy like you who's good looking.
Thank
It's
you.
going to be endless poon.
So if any woman gave me any aggravation, I was like, what? Goodbye.
That's right.
So I didn't want to hear it.
Now, did your mother ever say, "But Scott, I want grandkids. What are you doing?"
My mother was actually very sort of quiet about it. My father, who just passed away in March.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. His thing was I would go over to his house and he had a subscription to Playboy. And he'd come downstairs and he'd open the magazine. And he'd go, "You know her?" "Yeah, Dad." "Good." And then next month, "You know her?" "No, I haven't met her yet." "She's nice."
Your poor father. he had to be jealous of you
Oh,
on
he
some
loved
level.
it. He
Probably is
loved
what
it.
killed him. He couldn't believe the list you had going. All right, let's take a couple of phone calls while we have some time. I recommend strongly that you watch Scott Baio is 45 and Single. It's Sunday nights at 10:30 on VH1. It's an amazing life. It really is. And, you know, I don't get the impression that you're bragging. I get the impression that you're a guy who's lived it and you're willing to share the dream with all of us and tell us about it.
Thank you.
I mean, how many of us could imagine what it would have been like to get a grateful Pam Anderson? I mean, someone who's, you know, really at the beginning
An
of her
icon,
career.
yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to get her now. It's another thing to get her even before she became the icon.
I got her Baywatch.
Did you ever videotape? Did you ever get into any of that?
No.
How did you get her in Baywatch?
There was a wardrobe lady that was going to do Baywatch from Charles in Charge, and I said, "Hey, here's my girl's picture. To bring it over there."
Wow.
And then she brought it to the casting people, and they wanted to see her. And
Did she change after she got Baywatch?
you know what happened, honestly, Howard? She was really a naturally beautiful woman, natural large breasts, and just a stunning body. And and I don't know, maybe a year and a half into the relationship, and I don't know what happened. She came home and said, she started hanging out with some people. And she came home and said, "I think I'm going to get my breasts done." And I literally said, "Smaller?" And she said, "No." And I went, "Oh shit! Oh, I got a problem." And I somehow instinctively knew that it was over.
Because she was getting breast implants, you knew the relationship would end.
Because I knew that something had gotten to her.
Right.
And I didn't know what it was exactly, and I knew that something changed in her. Oh, Christ.
But
Nice
you're right.
music.
It's
nice
so,
call on the music.
After a while having that many women, this is a silly question, but my director did bring it up to me earlier. He said, at some level, does it get boring?
Well, Howard, yes.
Does it really? Does it get boring?
No. Strange girls never get boring.
Right.
You know, there's that line in The Devil's Advocate that first walk into a strange girl's bedroom, you'll have that for the rest of eternity. It's a pretty cool thing. But what happened was I just got very jaded. And certain things didn't do anything for me anymore.
Like?
My buddy Steve and I would on a Saturday night or Friday night in LA would rent the suite up on top of the Argyle, and it was this great Art Deco building, and we had one girl that we knew who was bisexual or whatever, and we'd get our fishing rods out and put her on the end of our hook and just throw her into a nightclub and reel her back in with a bunch of other women.
Right.
And all sort of go up to the room, and there'd be like this pile of women in the bed. And I just didn't care.
Right.
I just go outside and smoke a cigar. I didn't care.
Has Scott, this is the key question. Has Scott Baio ever used Viagra?
No.
So you don't need any of that shit?
Not yet.
Wow.
So why now marriage?
Because I want to have a kid. I'm physically exhausted.
He's done it all. On some level, you're probably like, gee, maybe I'm missing out with something with monogamy or something. Maybe.
But at a certain point, it just, honestly.
What are your friends gonna do?
Well, some of the, some of them are married, some of them are getting married. Yeah. But it just became, I honestly, Robin, I did not want to be that guy in the bar that people are going, Jesus, is this guy still out?
Yeah, it can get to be weird. It's a fine line. Let's go to a couple of phone callers. There's so many people on the line. I've never seen the phone so jam-packed. This is a true moment. Scott Baio is 45 and single, Sunday nights, 10:30 on VH1. I watch it, and it's very good. Pete, you're on the air in Philadelphia.
Hey, now. What's going on?
Hey, now.
Just like to thank Mr. Baio there for being so truthful and honest about all these women. You get a lot of guests on the show who are a bunch of idiots and don't want to talk about their scores and all that, so I'd just like to thank him for that.
You're welcome.
Scott.
Yes.
The other girl who was on Charles in Charge with you, it turned out to be a real hot.
Josie Davis.
What happened with her? Anything?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Well, maybe you'd learn not to screw around where you were.
No, but back up when we were doing the show.
You were with Nicole, that's right.
When I didn't hear him, but when
you were with Nicole at that point, Nicole Eggert.
No.
See how guys know your timeline.
Yeah, no.
It's legendary.
No, Josie back then was this, and I've said this to her face, was this ugly duckling, and she became this
gorgeous,
amazingly beautiful girl.
Nicole Eggert's another girl I used to fantasize about.
She's a sexy little thing.
Yeah, I knew her back, like probably when you were banging her, because we worked, I think, at NBC when we met her, or maybe early K-Rock.
Right.
And wow.
She's cute.
What'd she do to her career? It's like she self-destructed. A lot of these broads go wrong.
I think she's set, and I think she doesn't really care anymore, to be perfectly honest with you. She got into real estate pretty heavy.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Richie Wilson.
What's up?
From Howard TV. Yeah, what's up?
I have the Jenny McCarthy clip talking about Scott.
Oh, really? How long is it?
About 30 seconds.
All right, let us hear it.
Here we go.
I hadn't any time to play the field.
Exactly.
And when you used to go up to the Playboy Mansion and all that stuff, you never got into the orgy scene?
Please. With Scott Baio, Chachi turns man.
No, you said you said that you met Scott Baio, and then you just went on a radio show and said you met Scott Baio, and then he badmouthed you?
Oh, yeah, I was on a radio show, and they said, who hits on Playmates? I'm like, no, I'm not saying. I'm like, well, Scott Baio's always at the mansion.
Right.
And they started singing a song that Chachi loves Playmates, and I went to Sushi Co. that night, a restaurant, and he came up to me and said, I'm like, hi, Scott, and he goes, you effing da-da-da, screaming at me.
Really?
Saying, how dare you humiliate me like this?
Yeah.
Don't ever do it again.
Yeah, you humiliated Scott Baio.
I was like, I didn't do anything.
Now, help me. Now, you see, it wasn't my show.
No,
that wasn't you?
No, that was our show.
Our show, but
she said it on another show.
Another show, and she's telling us about it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So whenever she made the statement, she did it on another show.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's two different stories of the two different versions of the same story, and I got no axe to grind. So
okay, Mike, you're on the air. Yeah, Mike, in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Hey, guys.
Hey, quickly.
Listen, on the first episode of his new show, when he has lunch or whatever with Erin, she reiterated that he had a small cock again.
Yes, at the conversation at the table on your new TV show, Erin Moran does say to your face that you had a small penis, and you really do look shocked. Your penis is not small. You're saying
No, it was.
Right.
I was young. I was
How
a
many
late
inches
bloomer.
are you? Do you know? Have you measured? You've measured.
I've never officially gotten a ruler out and measured it.
Is he known for having a big one?
I don't know.
How old were you when you went with her?
16.
You got a normal size, but you got at least 6 inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still had a small cock when you were 16?
I was a late bloomer.
I still have a small
Look,
cock.
broads
I'm
are,
53.
broads are coming like crazy.
That's right.
Hey, compared to the Grand Canyon, the 747 is
That's right.
is small.
Maybe you ever think Erin Moran has a big vagina? Justin, you're on the air in Boston. Go ahead.
Scott Baio, we speak your name.
Of course, we speak your name. Really, honest
No,
to
this
God.
guy's a legend, Scott. This is a great interview. But I was wondering, you're not the only single guy in the room. There's someone in the booth behind you who's also single.
Oh, Artie?
Any chance you'd throw Robin a bone?
Would you ever bone Robin? Throw her a bone.
Stop it.
What do you
I'd
say?
be one of those charity cases. It's not necessary.
So what do you care, Robin? I'll be a charity
What do you mean
case.
a charity case. What's the matter? You're a beautiful woman.
I'm no Heather or
Although
Pam.
Robin had a breast reduction, which bothers me a little bit.
Yeah, that's upsetting, isn't
Yeah,
it?
very much so.
See, I'd be a charity case for the female version of Scott.
It's funny with Pam Anderson how you knew once she got the breast implants, and then I guess soon after that she married who'd she marry? Tommy Lee or
was her first, I guess.
Did that upset you?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody
it's
wants to
upsetting.
hear that.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Another quick couple of questions, if you don't mind, Scott. Bill, you're on the air in.
Hey,
New
Howard,
Jersey.
how you doing, man?
Hey.
Scott, quick question.
Yes.
At 45, any Botox or plastic surgery?
No.
Hey, you look good.
Thank
you look
you.
young still. You know.
Thank you. No,
Yeah.
I got good. My parents look young.
You would never get a facelift or something like that.
I don't think so.
No.
One more quick question.
Good.
Did you bang Heather Thomas when you worked with her on Zapped?
No, I did not.
Why? Heather Thomas, gorgeous.
You know what? It's so interesting that I was. What was I? 20, and she was like this woman. I was like a kid compared to her. I was a little intimidated by her. And I think she was going out with Lee Majors at the time or somebody. So it's like, and Lee was a big wheel then, and it was like, let's not piss off Lee Majors. And not that I had a shot anyway.
I saw hanging out in the green room with you. I guess he's a friend of yours because he's on the show as well.
Jason Hervey.
Jason
Yeah,
Hervey.
he created the show, Jason.
He did.
Yeah.
He played the son on Wonder Years.
Wayne.
The older
Wayne,
brother.
The older
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Really good
Yeah.
job. Very
Great.
funny.
One of the best shows ever.
We'll have to say hello to him too. Ralph, go ahead. You got a couple of minutes here with Scott Baio.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey, how about Christina Ricci? You did a movie with her, which was good. What was that movie?
You like that movie?
I did.
I like Zap.
Oh, the one? Yeah, I love that
Wow.
movie.
That horror movie kind of thing.
Yeah, whatever it was. It was strange. It was interesting.
You bang her?
There he is.
there.
No, you know what? It's so interesting with Christina. I everybody told you that she was like this little goth girl,
Right.
and I walked on the set, and she was absolutely lovely. She couldn't have been sweeter. A great girl, very smart. So I was very glad to hang out with her for a couple of weeks or whatever it was. Jason Hervey.
Hello.
I don't think a marriage.
Hello.
Hey.
Did we lose Ralph?
Hey, so Jason, how you doing?
Good.
Always enjoyed the Wonder Years,
Thank you
and
very
I understand you are the brains behind the new Scott Baio show.
Well, I don't know. Define brains.
You're the guy who came up with the idea.
Yes.
That's right. What is it, Gary?
We always have, whenever we see a celebrity, we always, get the research machine in motion. So the first thing I have is, Jason, are you still married?
Yes.
Jason's married to a porn star, so there's some
No
pictures,
kidding.
pictures of his wife there for you.
Let me take a look. You're married to a porn star. Now, why do you get
move.
upset when that's said? When that's said?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Whoa, hot too. Is that a problem?
Now you know why I'm still married.
Wow, but is it hard? Have you ever watched her movies?
No.
She's not working anymore.
I mean,
no, Robin. She's busy with our kids.
Look at her. Look at does she still have the big balloons? I mean, wow.
Well, where would they
You
have
came in
gone?
here, man.
Holy shit.
No kidding. How long you been married?
Actually 9 years.
Now, how are you going to explain to the kids that mom was a porn star? That's a tough discussion to have, isn't it?
I'm not. I don't think we're gonna have that one anytime soon.
There are a couple of very graphic ones here I'm showing, but
Oh,
boy,
dear.
no kidding.
Oh, dear.
Man, you're a wild man.
By the way, a friend of mine, Johnny Ferrato, says to say hello.
Yes, Johnny's the man. Well,
And then, Howard, the second thing I gave is that article that you have right in front of you.
Yeah, so whatever happened with this? This is What is this? I don't even understand
It's
this.
basically
What is it?
when Fred Savage was 16 and Jason were 20, they were sued by a stylist on the show saying that they were sexually harassing her. It looked like Fred was doing more of the talking, but apparently Jason was groping and simulating sex. That's that's the accusation.
I was simulating sex.
They said you were simulating sex on her.
Can you give me a demonstration of how do you simulate?
I could do that for
sex?
you. I could.
I just was walking around dry humping the air or something.
That's what the article says.
You are a man of controversy.
It could have been Dan Lauria. My business partner, Eric Bischoff, controversy creates cash.
Were your parents upset when you married a porn star? Were they like, hey, what are you doing?
No.
They
No,
met
not
her.
at
They
all.
understood that that was a business decision for her.
Great girl, wonderful, mother of my kids.
Right.
Family loves her. It is what it is.
Scott, you're friendly with her?
She's sweet girl. She
And you
really
never
is.
put the moves on her? You know, sometimes you can't control yourself.
I did accidentally. Well, no, my penis has no control. Has total control of me.
And you've had sex with married women, I assume, right?
Probably.
Yes. But listen, you're going to stay away from Jason's wife.
You know what? You know what? I had a question for Scott. Yes. You seem
He
like
has been asking to go out to dinner a lot lately.
I have.
Well, it's,
Without him, that's a move. You
I
gotta
don't know
be
that I'd
careful.
want him around my girl.
That's right. That's second season.
I had
on the
guys
show.
like that, but you seem like an intelligent guy. You know.
Really?
Well, yeah.
What
You know,
do,
I mean, you do.
actually.
You seem very like a. I mean, you seem like a smart guy. Was there ever a problem with? Like these chicks being a little too vapid for you? Like, I don't know.
Okay,
I'm speaking out of turn.
I'll give
Pam Anderson seems a little dopey.
I'll give you a story.
You know.
Have time for a story?
Yeah.
It's a true story. I met this girl. You don't know her. She was a 15 on a scale of 10. She blew all these girls away.
Wow.
She was a knockout. She was about 23, 4, 5 years old, and I was driving with her on Laurel Canyon. And Lay Lady Lay came on the radio.
Right.
And I haven't seen this girl for a couple of months.
Famous Dylan tone.
And I said, "Oh wow, I haven't heard this song in so long. I love this song." She turns to me. She says, "Who is this?" And I said, "It's Bob Dylan." She says, "Who's that?" And I said,
"Get ready for this."
I said, "Wait, who's Bob Dylan?" She goes, "Oh, no, I know who he is. He used to play with the Who, right?" On my life, I stopped the car. I said, "Get out."
Good for you.
And she got out.
Right.
And I never saw her again. I didn't give a shit how she got home. She was too stupid, and she's probably still trying to get home. That's how stupid she was.
But is Pam Anderson a smart girl? Because I don't know. I don't
okay,
know her
how
that
about
well,
this?
but-
Pamela is a savvy girl.
Right.
She's not necessarily world smart, but she's very, very street smart
And
girl.
fun.
Oh, all right.
She's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's fun.
You married your wife in '98, the porn star. But she didn't quit porn till 2000.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you the timeline, for real.
No, that's your timeline is completely
I'm completely
off.
wrong?
You're completely
Too bad.
off.
That would have been a much better story.
What are you kidding me, Howard?
Movies came out after that.
Yeah.
Is sex
please.
better with a porn star? I mean, you've had both.
Yeah, I've had both. Howard, I'm still married. 9 years, man.
What about you, Scott? You ever do a porn star?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
You weren't afraid?
Of disease?
Yeah, you know, I'd be a little afraid.
Yeah, I was very afraid.
But you did
I
it.
had to go down the road.
Was it great?
It was great.
Have you ever paid
But I
a...
kept feeling, but I felt like I was in a movie the whole time. I felt like she was acting. It was weird.
Right. Yeah, that's the hard thing, though, right? Because you have to think, well, is
But he's
she...
in love and all that. But this was just a thing.
Hey, Howard.
Did you... What?
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here reading. Richard just gave me Angel Heart's bio.
Uh-oh.
It's you know what? It's a tough read.
Oh, boy. I don't want to hear it.
You know
The guy's
what?
married now. He's the mother of his kids.
No, you know I'm going to skip it.
Good. Shut the fuck
Don't
up.
believe everything you read, too.
Well, listen, she was a porno star. You fell in love, and she's hot.
She's great. She's great. We're still married a decade later, man.
That's amazing. Listen.
It really is. To be married 10 years?
To anyone.
No, that's what's amazing.
That is.
Forget who it is.
And she's a good woman.
Great woman.
She's good to their kids.
Did you ever have to pay for sex?
No, but I have.
You have?
Yeah.
I'm sure, but why?
Why would
Because I
you
had
do
to.
that?
I was at a chicken ranch.
No, Andy,
You went
Andy-
down to the chicken ranch
No,
and
Andy
you
got a
paid.
deal
Reno.
on it.
Yeah.
Andy got a
And I got a
deal
deal
on
on
it.
it.
You got a deal on it.
You paid
He
less.
negotiated.
Wait a second. Why would you go to the chicken
Because
ranch?
I figured you got to do everything in life before you settle down and get married. And it was just something that I was always, you heard about it, and it was intriguing.
How
to me,
was
and
the sex?
Sucked.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Why? Because it was passionless.
No, it was an absolute robot.
And she didn't even get excited that you were a famous guy. And
I didn't really
No, that's
ask
how he
her.
got the deal.
how much did he pay?
I paid $130. It was $300.
Wow.
I said,
I got a $1.30 in my pocket.
$1.30 in my pocket. That's all you're getting. Okay.
Good for you.
No wonder she didn't put out. You weren't paying top.
Oh, I didn't care.
That's right. Yeah, you got it on sale. What do you
another
expect?
$1.70, you get the moans and the groans.
Let's talk to Ralph again. Ralph, go ahead quickly.
Hey, now, a couple more things. So, Scott, you were around when there were a lot of hot chicks in Hollywood. I mean, would you say there's not that many hot chicks out there anymore? I mean, you were like, classic ones like Pam and Heather Locklear. I mean, but now, right? There's not.
Yeah, I mean, now the big ones are Nicole Richie and Lindsay Lohan. Those
not
girls
as hot.
They're not in the
hot.
caliber of what we're talking about.
No,
with
but Hillary Duff, I think, is a little dull.
Yeah.
Britney Spears, when she was
prime.
not,
Never got
shaving
to do
her head.
You didn't get to do her?
No. I would like to have, but no.
I do her now. I don't care.
I think women back then were, I don't know, maybe prettier. What do I know?
Yeah, no, you were around just at the right time. But why would you get married, man? I mean, like Stamos used to say, when he married Rebecca, he was like, hey, I did all that. I dated these girls and that girl, and his marriage didn't last. You want to go back to that fun.
Stamos
right?
gets more. Stamos is in the league with this man sitting right here.
Stamos is right. Stamos is up
these two guys.
Does he have the roster?
So
does he also have the famous roster?
Stamos. You know what he does? I've heard some of the names.
He just doesn't talk.
It's impressive.
Yeah, he's got the pretty much a lot of.
Scott Baio is number one. Okay. Stamos is somewhere in the top 5 of guys, but he's not. He is not Scott Baio.
Okay,
there's just no question.
Yeah, I didn't think the celeb roster was as deep.
Thank you.
There's one Scott Baio.
There you go.
And I hail you.
And
I mean, really.
Stamos is so tired he doesn't even make sense on talk shows.
Yeah, and Scott Baio never went on a talk show and didn't make sense.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's right. All right, John had an off night. You ever do an amputee?
Who's the ugliest chick?
He's thinking.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I've done some infirmed.
Who's the celebrity?
What have you done? What have you done? Infirmed
dwarf?
people.
Any dwarves?
What have you done?
Somebody who might have been considered a dwarf.
That's a good question. Who do you think is the worst looking woman that you ever did?
Oh, that you would know?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I mean, I couldn't even. No,
Was there a famous woman you've done that you weren't attracted to at all? You only did because she was famous. Would that be like Liza Minnelli or?
Yeah.
It would. Okay.
Or how about that you really regret it and you're like, oh fuck, what did I do?
Yeah. Who are you upset that you made love to?
Who am I upset with? Nobody.
You're not. No regrets.
I mean, it was just it was the road that I was on and all that crap. And
you're just busy fucking.
That's right. You went down a road and you embraced it.
I've only had one stalker only one girl wig out. 2 girls wig out of me, but just one showed up to my house late night. And that was it. For the porn star, but that was it.
Right.
Screaming at my gate, let me in. I was like,
well, you did have one that stole some jewelry, though.
I did have one steal some jewelry.
When you're married to a porn star, will she ever bring home other girls for you? Because they, porn stars have she doesn't.
No, bummer.
It's totally conventional.
That means she loves you.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
That means she loves you. She doesn't want you falling in love with someone else.
Stuff.
I understand that. That's pretty interesting.
Funky
Jason, do you have a huge cock? Do you have to have a huge cock to marry a porn star?
Yeah. Do you have a huge cock?
I've seen him in we took a schwitz together once. He's got a good package.
He's got a nice package.
Thank you, Ben.
Finally, Joey Boots just came out of the closet. He's a show regular. Joey wants to say hi to Scott Baio. Go ahead, Joey.
Hey, Scott, may I call you Chachi?
Call me whatever you want. Go.
Yeah, dude, your career from Bugsy Malone, Happy Days, Johnny Loves Chachi, Charles in Charge. Dude, I fucking loved watching you grow up because I grew up with you.
As a gay man, were you attracted to him?
Dude, Howard, I used to lay down on the floor and put my hand in between my penis and the floor with my palm up, and I used to dry hump like the heel of my hand.
And that was Scott.
Yeah, totally.
Wow, so the dry part of your hand was Scott.
He would wear those sleeveless shirts, and he had really toned arms, and you could see his pecs through his tight T-shirt. And Scott, I had never done it before, Scott, but I would totally lick your asshole.
Oh.
Wow, Scott, how do you feel?
That's a compliment.
All you can say is thank you.
I feel very special.
Did you ever meet Carmen Electra?
Sorry?
Carmen Electra.
No.
How'd you miss her? Do you know her?
I don't.
She came in another way.
Yeah. What bus did she get
on
off that you missed
boat,
it?
Exactly. He wasn't at the station.
I think I met her once, and
she got off in Compton.
There's not much left.
I think she was going out with what's his name, the basketball guy.
Rodman.
Who needed him up your ass?
You're not kidding.
Literally.
Well, let me tell you something. You are Anna Nicole Smith never, right?
No, but it was rumored that her baby was mine.
Oh, stop it!
I
swear to God.
I still believe that.
And I was like, wow. My girlfriend's like, do you know her? I'm like, no.
It's hard to trust you.
I know.
It is. That's right.
Let me tell you something. You are a terrific guest, and the show is great. Nice job, Jason. You did a real good job on the show. Scott, you do a great job. You're very honest on the show. I like the premise.
Well, I have to ask, what's so special about this woman that you're planning to marry? Why is she the one?
Why is she the one?
Because she's the one that's around now when he's thinking about getting...
the wheels stop spinning.
And you know what? And you got to watch the ending of the show. You don't know if she is the one.
But I will tell you...
That's true. The show kind of leaves it up in the air.
Really?
Yeah, but I'll tell you about her. She's a great girl. She's an amazing girl. And I'll give you this. She's the only woman I've ever been with in my life that does not want to change me.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
And that's saying a lot.
So that means she's going to let you bang her.
No, I knew it. I knew you were going to.
You got to watch the show. So Scott spends the whole show trying to figure out why he's 45 and single, and he goes back and he confronts all of the women he's banged.
That's funny.
And that's a great idea. What gave you the idea?
We're friends. We've known each other for about 10, 15 years, and he was at this point in his life, and in reality, not in television reality, but in reality in the sense where he's at this crossroads, he's in a relationship, and every time that he gets to a certain point where he is engaged in a relationship with a woman that he cares about, he kind of hits this wall.
Right.
And we had this dialogue, and, kind of came back and noodled an idea for him. And
were you the one who approached VH1?
Yeah.
You did the whole thing?
Yeah, we did the whole thing.
Cool.
And my partner, Eric Bischoff, and myself, and a company called 3 Ball Productions, who does Breaking Bonaducci and a bunch of other shows, and put this together for Scott, and he's great.
Can I pitch you my show? Artie Lange is 39 and fat.
I'd watch that.
And I go back and talk to certain restaurant owners.
You go back and reconcile.
Well, Scott, you're a great guy. You really are. And we celebrate your new show.
Thank you very much.
You've got quite a career and quite a history in life, which very few of us can even comprehend or understand. It's a rare. You're living in a rarefied air, if you know what I mean. That that there are maybe 5 guys who can quote a story like you do. Scott Baio's 45 and single. Why? Sunday nights at 10:30 on VH1.
Thank you, guys.
Let's take a break. We'll be back right after this. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Right.
Wow, guys.
That was fun.
It was fun.
That was good.
Scott, do you have a good time in there?
Oh, always. He was, always. Only my second time, always. No, he was great.
He's a great guy.
I have to say, that was the most impressive list I've ever heard in my entire life.
Well, thank you. We aim to please.
Were you more candid than normal guests because of the premise of your show, or are you normally just okay with it?
Because you know what? At a certain point, really, who cares? It's my life, and it's out there anyway, and it's fun talking about it, and that's all.
A lot of guests come in here really guarded and afraid to talk because they're afraid of backlash from the people they're talking about, and also, that doesn't concern you.
I think they're more afraid of Howard. And I didn't really say anything bad about anybody. I'm just telling, versions of stories that I lived.
Right, exactly. So. Do you think Howard's maybe making the wrong call, being a married? He's a married man for a while. He's been in a lengthy relationship. Should he try to test the market?
Oh, I don't know. I have no advice for anybody on any of that stuff. You want to get married, be happy and get married.
Either way, you wowed him today, and he loved your interview.
Oh, good.
So.
Well, thanks.
All right, man.
Praise, indeed. Thank you.
Good luck with the show.
Thanks, man.